What's up, everybody?
It's the new hump day! Thursday inside Axtell. Are you kidding?
Mario from Canada is back, and Paul Burnham.
Nice. Share it. Share it. We got to get a lot of folks here. We got a big show tonight.
Woohoo! Steve, can you believe that Mario from Canada is back?
Yes.
Mario,
We've missed you.
We thought you left us for another California-based latex puppet company, who shall remain nameless. Oh my gosh, Puppet Guy Matt is here. A recent...
Nice. Congratulations.
A recent performer spotlight and a power user. And Mario's a power user.
A recent purchase.
That's right.
Woohoo!
Steve, did you know we're making a custom puppet for Matt?
Yep.
He has a really cool parrot that was actually in his performer spotlight, and I believe we are doing a version of his parrot, which is pretty cool. Hey, Peter Reeves from England. What's up? Yes.
A trike.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Yes, indeed.
That's right. A lot of cool stuff. Joe Bilbo is here.
You mean Scuba Dabba Joe?
Scuba Dabba Joe, Scuba Dabba Joe,
Scuba Dabba Joe,
Scuba Dabba Joe. You assumed your scuba diver was the first one. I thought about taking that into consideration, but still did it twice.
So you disregarded
I did.
the initial musical intent.
Karina is here from Sweden. Hey, as a reminder, as you join us right now, take a moment and share.
Yeah.
Share this video on your social media feeds. If you're on Facebook, we appreciate you sharing it. Share it to a group if you're part of a puppetry group.
Henry's here from NYC.
What? Yeah, give it a share, and as a reminder, I will pick someone from our sharer list.
Oh my gosh, guess who's here?
Who?
Roy Stone.
No way.
Tonight's
our performer spotlight?
Yes, he's here.
Steve.
I guess he better be. And Amanda Stump is here.
Nice. What up, Amanda?
All right. Keith Mosberg.
And Gina from Connecticut. Talk about friendly faces. Francisco is here. Frank is here. Kind of like Mario, it's been a minute, but he's back.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back.
That's the cool thing about being an insider.
Is Randy Gentry here?
You can come back.
Is Randy here? Randy Gentry?
No. He's probably doing real estate stuff.
Or running his incredible family
Sheila
center.
is here. Joe and I are watching from North Carolina. We may have an update from Sheila.
What?
May or may not. I can't confirm or deny, but we'll have to wait and see.
This is exciting.
But she's got 6 Axtell puppets.
Very, very exciting.
Love it. John Piercy's here, a fellow Southern Californian. Now,
Carlo
John,
Penso
remind me,
is here from South Africa.
South Africa. John, you are in Arizona, correct? Because I was a Southern Californian in Arizona for about 10 years.
Nice.
I believe you are in Arizona.
Joe and Sheila are watching.
Keith Mossberger.
Wolfie Meyer.
What? Wolfie's here? Reiner's here?
Yep, the one and only sauerkraut.
Reiner puts the belly speaker in ventriloquist. Not really how it works, but he is one.
Nicely done.
And he is here.
Reiner's here. Another.
That's who I just said.
Reiner?
Yep.
Oh, you did. Oh, you weren't talking about Wolfie at all.
Covered it already.
Oh, nailed it.
Tag team, bro.
All right.
We got it.
All right. Amanda Eberson is here.
No, Karina, I don't think you have this right. It's not time to sleep in Sweden.
What?
It's time to watch Inside Axtell
in Sweden.
In Sweden.
Yes, yes.
Come on,
all
Karina.
Right. You're not going to want to. You're not going to want to hang up just yet.
Well, hey, that is a reminder. As Arian just joined us as well.
Yeah.
And Kelly's here. We have an international community. You know, we ship to over 80 countries.
That's right, isn't it, Wanlu?
Wanlu, is it true? Which means there is no perfect time for us to go live. It is actually very hard. But we landed on this time slot, and we really appreciate everyone that joins us live. Or if you're watching on playback or on YouTube, we appreciate you joining us.
That's right. Oh, boy. Super cool. We've got so many folks with us tonight.
We do.
Already have 37,
Hey,
39.
Steve, I want to check in because behind you I see mugs on mugs on mugs on an Easy Talk, and that doesn't look safe, and that looks disrespectful to Joe's
Who did
mug.
that?
Back
Who
to
did
you,
that,
Steve.
Ryan?
Hey, man, I'm confined to my little bubble here. You get to do whatever you want.
We cannot have this sitting on top of a Scuba Diver Joe mug or a Terry Fader mug.
I told you that. Many a time.
There.
Okay.
How's that? All right, folks, if you have a mug with your brand on it, please send it to us.
Jeffrey Chev, who
I'll
just
give you
joined,
the address. Just
he just confirmed he's sending us
@stu@axtell.com.
many mugs. Hashtag many mugs.
We're gonna create a mug shelf here with everybody's brand on it. You need a mug. If you don't have a mug, you need to get one.
We have received one mug. And that was actually before we started an open call for mugs. So none mugs.
So we haven't received any mugs yet from the open call, but we have a Terry Fader mug, and we have a Scuba Diver Joe mug.
That's true.
And an Axtell mug.
So we have mugs.
Thank you, Ryan, for contributing the Axtell mug to our shelf.
You are welcome. I have to drink out of a generic cup.
No.
Just kidding.
You have a blue.
I got my own. I got
handled.
I got mine on Cafe Press.
So do I do.
Did you know cafepress.com /Axtell Expressions? You can get tiki mugs, regular mugs, stickers.
Why would you want a tiki mug?
That's why I'm drinking out of an Axtell mug. The tiki does nothing. But for those of the people...
Oh, the tiki does a ton. You just haven't seen it yet. That's the problem.
Here's the deal. Mug. Aryan, if you want a mug, grab your mug or stickers or swag.
Yeah, it's time for swag.
Cafe Press.
SWAG, stuff we all get. Got it?
Got it. I just dropped a link if you want to grab a mug. And here's the deal. The mug goes straight to you. And Joe's right. I do have a Scuba Diver Joe mug.
Yeah,
but
what's
Steve,
up with that?
You always like to use it. Steve's a double mug guy. He's like, I need a mug to show off on my shelf and a mug to drink out of.
No, your Scuba Diver Joe mug's right over there, I believe. On the Scuba Diver Joe mug shelf. Your personal Scuba Diver Joe mug shelf. There you go.
You'll have to show me that later.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
All right. Swag.
Swag. But yeah, in fact, oh, Lee Rademacher is here. What up, Lee?
Oh!
Gosh, Thursday is the new hump day. It's the time to check in with Axtell users all over the world. Hey, drop in the comments real quick before we get going where you are tuning in from, because we have a lot of new people who join us. We got 40 people watching right now.
Yeah.
Thousands watch on the playback. And just drop in your location. I know Lee is in Florida. I know Joe's in the UK. I know John Piercy's a Southern California guy.
Aaron is here from Paris, France.
And you mean Aryan? Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yeah.
Or is Aaron someone different?
No, Aryan.
Very cool. We got Stephen Hicks from Kentucky. We got Jerry Lynn Brown from Alberta, Canada. Sherry. Ooh, Sherry said the camera's looking sharp today.
I think she means your camera, clearly. Linda May is here from Colorado.
That's right. And Aryan's asking Tiki or mug. Now, we do have Tiki's on mugs available, but Steve.
Yeah, show them yours.
Well, mine's just an Axtell mug because I don't like the Tiki at all.
So you don't have the Tiki mug?
No, but if someone wanted a Tiki, is there anything we'd ever do about that?
We could probably get them one. I think that we have a Tiki mug on Cafe Press.
No. He's saying Tiki or mug. Like, what about if I want a Tiki?
Well, we might be making a dinky Tiki. We'll see. It's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
Mm-hmm. You could get a Tiki Ori mug.
Also, for some reason, I'm featuring our comment.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. You can't.
I don't know.
That's cold
featured,
marketing. That's
hey.
cold marketing, and we learned that from Al last week. All right.
Thanks, Al, for the tips on featuring your own comments.
All right. And Jerry Lynn Brown is here from Alberta, Canada.
Stephanie Smith from SoCal, Hemet, California. Carmen, I know Hemet.
I know Hemet.
Come on, everybody. Oh, I know why. Okay, I think I figured it out.
Mark Burge is here from Canada.
From Canada. That's how it's actually pronounced.
From Canada.
From Canada.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. Well, whoa. What happened? Mark Zuckerberg just nailed us.
What do you mean?
We have 9 people. We went from 43 to 9
No, we got 41.
People.
You have a droid.
No.
Steve, whatever.
Oh, my gosh.
Whatever you have on a droid, add 12. Add 32.
Look at this. Look at this. I just want to show you. You
40,
see that? You
yep,
see right
43,
here? 43.
43 people.
Watch this now.
Well, you're
Watch.
not live.
Watch. I'm going to click this.
Yep.
What do you mean we're not live?
We're actually at 44.
Watch this.
The
Watch
live
this.
isn't red.
Watch this.
You're not live.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm going to touch it. Watch. I'm going in. Watch. Look how many people. 9.
You're not live. Do
you see it?
how it's not red in the top left?
9.
See how it's not red in the top left?
So let me go back to our live right
Hey
here.
guys,
Go
this
back.
you can skip this portion of tech support between Axtells.
No, look, there's 43.
You're right, Sue Johnson. 44. You're correct. Just want to go ahead and point out that because it wasn't red in the top left corner.
I was in an admin boost.
There we go.
Video.
We got it covered, everybody. Ooh, John Piercy's got a question here for the Brain Trust, a.k.a. you. Let me see. He's saying, well, I want to show it on the screen. So I'm going to act like he's just...
I've already read it.
No, you have no idea.
Post it. Everybody's read it. They're all looking at the comments.
Well,
no, that's the wrong one. But glad you're here.
You know what? It's funny.
Carmen.
I know.
Glad you're here
I
from
know.
Hemet. No, Wareville, basically.
Yeah.
No, Hemet's cool. It's a very flat
Facebook's
kind of a deserty.
Facebook's support of third-party sharing of comments is very glitchy.
Yeah. So
Anyways, John is wondering when we are doing tours of the shop again.
We're going to be doing that after June 15th.
June 15th in California is a day when a lot of stuff changes.
Yeah. You guys saw my California mask.
Boom, there we go. John Piercy featured.
Oh, what is, any idea when, who? I'm
sorry,
not sure.
Steve, you're 2 L's. I have no idea who he's talking to.
I'm not sure who that company is. Axtell is 2 L's. Come on, John.
He knows that.
All right.
He's just yanking your chain.
He is.
He is.
He knows.
Oh my gosh, Al Getler is joining us. He's got a comment here.
He's on a writing deadline, but he wanted to say, hey. Thank you, Al, for saying, hey.
That's what Terry Hay always says.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it, Al. I know you're super busy. He's writing now for, who is it?
Well, he's like a newspaper guy.
Yeah.
He's like a big deal. You're always like, Al's nobody. We can just call him up. He'll just do what we want. He's got nothing going on. He's just like a bumpkin from Vermont.
Who are you writing for tonight, Al? He writes for a lot of different places.
I'm just kidding. You never say he's a bumpkin. You call him a northern.
What's your deadline for tonight? It's not Genie Magazine. That was Sean McMaster. We had a conversation with John. Frank is here. Did you know that?
Frank won last week.
Francisco Piera.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
I know.
Oh, you're a droid. You're just catching up. That's okay. We can welcome him again.
Patrick Glazer is here.
We can welcome him again. Aragorn, I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively re-welcome you.
Oh my God.
It's called the hashtag droid welcome.
Karina, hang on. Don't go anywhere.
This just in from Steve. He's getting recent comments.
All right. On my feed, I just now saw one shaking his head yes. What the heck? What
Next,
the heck?
Karina says, next week I shall perform with my Astrid at a nursing home. First job after COVID. Love it. And Al Getler said, I'm writing for Puppet Outdoor Life.
Not.
John Piercy, the thought of having lunch with you is enticing. We are in on that.
Oh, yeah.
We're in on some lunch.
Let's do it.
We'd love to figure out.
Absolutely.
We'd love to figure out a shop tour, but we would for sure love to grab lunch with you. A fellow Southern Californian. Are you kidding me?
If you guys are ever in Southern California, near Disneyland, near the Magic Castle, near Universal Studios, or near Six Flags.
That's true. Very close to Six Flags.
And you should visit us. You should. The Getty Museum.
The Al Getler Museum. Nailed it.
Al's going to be here in July. Did you know that, Ryan?
I did. And Stephen Hicks said, for all the droid users, just want to remind you I'm watching from Kentucky. Hey, Stephen, we got you. We see you, brother.
Thank you.
And you know, all my jesting of Droid and Apple, it's all jokes, man. Yeah. Come on. They all do the same thing. I just like it when it's not my problem. I like to point out that it's your problem. So back to you, Steve.
Well done. Well done. All right.
Oh my gosh. Patrick Eliezer / Colin will be here at Anaheim over Christmas week.
Oh, cool. All right, we'll see you in December. Awesome.
And Brad Ray, is Brad a fellow Kentuckian?
What?
He is basically thinking David Crowder in my head. Davy Crockett. There we go.
Davy Crockett.
He's basically Davy Crockett. Maybe he's David Crowder.
Brad Ray is Davy Crockett.
Brad, are you Kentuckian as well? I know he's from the South. Yes, he is.
Very good. I think Brad's got something to share with us.
We got an update from Brad and his fam.
Well, let's
That's
see what's
right.
happening with the insiders. Let's go ahead and look at all the updates right now.
All right, let's
do it.
let's check in.
Check it out.
Let's I'll keep your mic on and let's take a look at what's going on with
my gosh.
The insiders.
The insiders.
We got a lot of good stuff to share.
People that incite.
And I'm going to start off with Carlo because this is a cool update.
Yeah, he's at the College of Magic in Cape Town, South Africa. Look at that. And they're going to have their
June
Comedy
12th.
and Magic show June 12th.
Coming up, and that's next Saturday.
That's it. Yep.
And it's a big event, so we just want to let all of you know.
Yeah.
You can book tickets at quicket.co.za.
Do it.
And a lot of great people are going to be there. And Carlo's going to be there. Come on, that's all you need to know.
That's right.
Is that Carlo's going to be there. Oh, I think a new feature of this segment is really laying into the transitions.
Okay, let's do that.
So that's going to become a thing, all right?
Here we go. We're going to lay, I see, the verbal transition.
The verbal transitions,
all right,
yeah.
So speaking of South Africa.
Right, hold on, give me a second. I just thought of this. Give me a second. I got to figure out how I'm going to get.
Speaking of South Africa. No,
I have to do the transition.
All right, you go for it. Speaking of comedy.
No, you don't know what's coming up next.
That's what's fun about it.
I know, so I got to figure out.
Speaking of comedy and magic. No.
Let's see, man.
Speaking of stars. Speaking of Stuart Taylor presents.
No, I got it. Man, did you know South Africa, actually, especially in the Cape Town area, there is some great Indian food.
There is. Oh, my gosh.
And also, you know what's been found in India is dinosaur bones. Speaking of dinosaurs, oh my gosh, it's Jennifer Turpin with her Dinky Rex.
Oh my gosh, look at that. And she said, he has got to brush his teeth. It's way too much sugar.
I like candy, and I hop. I like candy.
Hey, and the truth is, we have a new Dinky Axe Tracks out there for the Dinky T-Rex.
Love it.
And Diana Hale's here. Welcome, Diana.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of Sweet Tooth and just so sweet, you know who's so sweet?
Who?
Kevin Johnson.
Oh, that was a bad one.
Come on, man.
All right, Kevin is sweet. Oh my gosh, look at that. He's got our bird arm illusion and our cockatoo, along with his incredible Clyde. And he's nailing it. He is an incredible performer.
That's right.
Do you remember seeing him with the...
he did, what was it, Godzilla Theater?
Yeah, Godzilla Theater with...
And then, yeah, where he would do lip
Kung
sync.
Fu Theater.
I think he called it Godzilla Theater.
That's right, Kung Fu Theater. Yep.
Speaking
of Kung Fu...
speaking of Kung Fu, you know who is fast as lightning? The one and only Scuba-Daba-Joe, Scuba-Daba-Joe, Scuba-Daba, Scuba-Daba, Scuba-Daba-Joe.
Okay, now he finds this really funny. So his friend put the platypus up on the wall.
Hey, Steve, not his friend, his mate. He is from
his mate.
He is from the UK.
His mate.
And friends are mates.
That's right. So his mate put the platypus on a
wall hook. No, he could have put like 7 dinkies in the spot of that one platypi.
Look at that. I just love it. I love the fact that he sent that. He says, I don't know why it's funny, but it's funny.
Speaking of not funny, here's another photo from Scuba-Daba Joe involving chores for me.
Seriously?
And
yes.
You know what, Joe? Not a fan.
A mole catcher, a frog juggler.
A frog juggler, chicken whisperer, squirrel matador. And I like the number, 1-800-800-OLE.
Oh, that's funny as heck.
Yeah. So,
now,
Joe?
Read past that. What's on the back stones back there?
Let's see if I can zoom in.
You can't do it, can you?
Probably not, because droid.
That was a quote from something. I don't know if anybody here knows. You can't do it.
You know, I can read it with my young Gen Z eyes, but you #OK Boomers probably can't figure it out.
No, I can't.
So speaking of OK Boomers and being the opposite of that, because he shared his first post on Instagram, Phil Woods shared his first post on Instagram, and his first post involves a beautiful child with a cheeky monkey.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Is sweet. That's just dripping of sweetness right there. Look at the drips on the bottom.
Love it.
See that?
Phil Woods, he's with it, man. He's using technology.
Teak.
He's basically Black Mirror.
Teak. He's with the teak.
He loves tick. He loves tick and TikTok and tick.
And talk.
Speaking of
Dripping.
technology, which obviously comes from Scandinavia, like Nokia,
No.
we have Karina
No.
from Sweden, and no,
There
it's
she
not
is.
time to
Look at
sleep.
this.
Karina, I hope you're not asleep
Look at this
because
jewelry she had handmade.
her daughter made this for Mother's Day. It's her ostrich.
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 Actually, yeah.
Let me zoom in
Look
on
at
that so you guys can see.
Astrid the ostrich.
This is so cool.
Check it out. Look
I'll,
at that. Can you zoom? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
one sec.
possible
I got
or
it
not.
here. Check it out.
Not sure if you can. Oh, you can.
Marginally.
That is beautiful. That is.
But it is really
beautiful
cool. That is our
likeness.
ostrich.
That looks
Look
like
at
it's
that.
what, enamel? How do you enamel?
Maybe baked on. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that is cool.
So love it. Thank you for sharing. Speaking of being thankful for sharing, we have Rosalind the ventriloquist. Check it out. She's done a lot of
Alright.
TikTok videos.
Yep.
She uses her diva. Look at that fabric neck, allowing for a lot of motion,
Look at that.
a lot of head
Yep.
turning,
Yep.
a lot of sass.
Yep.
And you know what? Speaking of sass,
She's actually able to move her neck more than Rosalind is.
that's true. Speaking of sass,
Yes.
we got Charles Jett.
He's sassing.
Look at that face. It just says sass.
Which
I mean,
one?
don't call
Which
him
face?
Waylon Jennings.
Which face?
That's good point.
Both faces.
Good point. Both faces are
sass.
full of sass.
Gotta love it.
Full of attitude.
All right, Charles.
Come on, Charles.
And speaking of sass,
Steve, you can't do the transitions.
Oh, okay.
That's
Go ahead.
not how it works.
all right, go ahead. Speaking of red backgrounds,
Speaking of red
Curtains.
tape that you have to cross when you meet the POTUS,
Gad,
we have
that
this.
that doesn't count.
We have this video from the one and only, don't call her Seeley, Sheila.
What's that got to do with the
Hey, you got a little
It
note
works,
here.
dude.
POTUS? Oh, POTUS got it. Okay.
Connect with us online. Paperwork. Paid in full. Okay, here we go. Joe Biden video. Joe Biden puppet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, yo. This is really cool. Oh, and these little sunglasses, these are for Stella and Zelda. Y'all remember the toucans? Cute little sunglasses. Oh my gosh, look at this, y'all. Look. Oh. My Joe Biden puppet, y'all. Look. Here, let's. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is amazing. Look at that. There's Joe in there. Hurry. It's like I gotta get him out of there. Oh. Oh, and you can smell smells like the shop, I guess. Oh, look at this nice little, oh, it's got everything. Oh, looking. Oh, as somebody I've actually met the president twice. And I went in the campaign trail, and he's hugged me twice. So I think I'm the only person who will ever have a Joe Biden puppet who has been hugged by him and met him twice and shaken his hand up close and personal. So I've got that distinction. Oh my God, it's like a little mini person. Oh, y'all, this is freaking me out. This is awesome. It's like oh, this is beautiful work, y'all. Look, he's got his shirt on. Okay. Oh my, y'all, this is freaking me out. There he is. Joe Biden puppet. Oh, and I've got the little thing here so he can do his little thing. Okay. And this is his whole entire, my God, he's got the shoes and everything. All right, Joe. Well, there it is. That's the unboxing. And I'm going to work on his voice. So anyway, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you,
You got it,
Teresa.
Sheila.
You know,
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. And hopefully you'll be
Come
hearing
on,
good things
man.
from us,
Give it up
with
for
this
Sheila.
puppet. Take care.
I'm excited to hear what voice Sheila comes up with. And speaking of voices in their head, we got a video from Brad Ray from
Voices
Kentucky.
in his head.
He is a recipient of an Axtell shipment.
Well, let's see it instead of black.
All right. You needed to wait for this amazing transition.
With the blank.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh,
Man, this thing's heavy. Oh, it's just you.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Opening this.
Dad told us not to open it.
He's not here.
He said don't open it till he gets home.
He's not here, is he?
He's at work, yes, but he said don't open it till he gets home.
Okay. Well, 2 of your puppets are in here.
Okay. I kind of want to open it, but what else is gonna convince me? You gonna tell Dad I'm gonna open it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay. I promise I won't tell him if you open it.
You know what? Fine. I'll go get some cutters or something. So we go.
Typical 4 Aces magic.
What do you mean typical 4 Aces magic?
Okay, I'll call you Isaac.
So typical 4 Aces. You're such an Isaac, bro.
Listen careful. It's open. Gotta put that up.
Oh,
Are you ready?
it's open. Yes, yes. Let me see my peoples. Something hairy. Something hairy.
Well, there's the papers. No one cares about the papers.
I'm sorry, but everybody there, I like popping those.
Don't pop the toy. It's not even a toy. It's just bubble wrap. What in tarnation is this thing? That's pretty cool looking. That's a hand.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Who is this?
Bongo.
Wait, is this one of my puppets?
Yeah, that's one of your puppets.
Look at this guy.
Hey, that vulture's yours too.
The vulture and Bongo is mine. It's awesome. I'll put this right over here.
He wants out. He wants out.
Put him over there. We'll take care of him. What is this thing?
Oh, he's really trying to get out now.
This thing's so small.
Man, they're really trying to get out.
I don't even know what this thing is.
It's a dinky rabbit. Everybody knows.
Rabbit. How do you know all this stuff? And I don't.
Because I'm smart.
What? They boxed an old man up.
Old storyteller.
People nowadays boxing people up.
Oh my gosh!
What?
What is that?
Moly. It's a glove.
Whatever that is.
That's a bunch of gloves.
What? Oh my gosh, it's looking at me.
What in the world? Is this it's a sheep.
Put it over there.
So many sheep. We don't want Dad knowing we opened it, dum-dum.
Scram!
Alright, let's get out of here. We don't want Dad to know.
We better scram.
Scram!
Scram, boys. Scram. Well,
better scram. Brad Ray's coming.
To Brad Ray. We got a new shipment of Axtell products. And Steve, I got to say,
yeah,
Brad's nom de plume,
yes,
or
yes,
claim de fame,
yes,
has been that he does not have a dinky. He's always like, I don't have a dinky. His name has come up like 50 times, winning Axe Tracks. But guess what? Guess who has a dinky now? Brad Ray.
Yay!
Congrats, Brad. Hey, and Sheila and Brad.
It was a rabbit, right?
It was a dinky rabbit.
Yes.
We love seeing that you guys are happy with your products. Again, our heart as a company is to create puppets and innovations that help you entertain and educate the world. And when you share unboxing videos, it reminds us.
Whoa. You just expanded our slogan with double words.
I didn't ask.
Dubs words.
I didn't ask permission. Some people educate, some people entertain.
We're going to need a bigger
Some
cup.
people do both.
We're going to need a bigger
edutainment. But anyways, Brad, thank you for sharing that video. Sheila, thank you for sharing with us. We love seeing it. We can't wait to see what you do with those products. We do believe that our products will help you stand out as an entertainer and add value to your performances.
We're going to need a bigger cup.
We got a lot to add.
I need you to acknowledge what I'm saying.
I do. It's a kind of a
puppets and innovations to help you entertain and educate.
It's almost a funny reference to Jaws.
Come on,
almost funny. I didn't chuckle, but it's like, oh, I've heard that before.
Scuba Diver Joe got it.
Oh my gosh, Wally Hiltz just said, yeah, dinkies are dangerous. Once you start collecting, you must get more. And Wally's got an order with us, too. He's got a blinking sheepdog. He's got an alien. We just bought some LED lights for his spaceship.
Whoop,
Wally,
whoop,
you got
whoop.
a cool... Oh, Joe? Joe, you think we forgot Megan's videos again?
Oh, contraire. Oh.
You stand corrected, my friend.
Contraire.
And by corrected, I mean thanks to the reminder last week, because we have an update from our good friend, Megan Casey. Let's check this out.
With Crush.
With Crush.
The toits.
The toits.
The toitle. See
All right.
toitle.
Here we go.
It's going to be about a month until you see Crush again.
Wait, where am I going? Are you firing me?
I'm not firing you. I'm sending you back to Steve.
Who's Steve?
Steve's the guy who made you. He's gonna do a touch-up on your face.
What do you mean?
It's kind of like going to the spa for a puppet.
I'm scared. What's he gonna do?
He's gonna paint your face.
Alright, I guess I can dig this. Whoa, how am I getting there?
I'm gonna put you in a box.
A box?
Yes, a box. You're specifically gonna fit inside this box. And I'm gonna put some bubble wrap in there with you.
Wait, bubbles?
Yeah.
How am I gonna breathe?
You good?
Yeah, please tell me you're giving me a snorkel.
Yes, I'll give you a snorkel.
And I need to stay hydrated.
Okay, I'll go get you something. This should be enough to cover for 2-day shipping, don't you think?
2 days?
Calm down.
I'm gonna be inside this box for 2 days?
You'll be fine. I'll see you in a few weeks, okay?
Alright, bye!
I wonder where Crush is at too.
I have no idea. He's probably somewhere close to California by now.
Speak of the devil.
Hey, Crush!
Hey, Megan, I don't know where I'm at. It's really dark and scary. You gotta save me.
Look at Find My iPhone.
How's that gonna help him?
It'll tell us exactly where he's at.
Yeah, hang on, let me pull up the GPS.
Where does it say you're at?
Yeah, where?
Well, according to Find My iPhone, it says I'm in Las Vegas.
Wait, it says you're in Las Vegas? Are you lost?
No, I'm in Las Vegas, not lost.
I mean, you're at least close to Ventura. Kinda.
Yeah, it's kinda hot too. I'm getting really thirsty.
Where's your water I put in there? This is supposed to be with Crush.
Oh.
Hey everyone, a lot of you have been wanting an update on what is happening with Crush right now, and he's getting a paint job in Ventura, California. Here's an update on what's going on with him.
Hey, Steve Axtell here at Axtell Expressions. Look what we got. A package from Megan Casey, and I know what's in here.
Huh, if you knew it was in here, you wouldn't check the box.
Okay.
Can you just get me out of here, Steve?
All right.
Now hurry up, will you?
Open it up. Crush has been on a
Ow, watch
big
out with
journey
those scissors.
to come here, and oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you're Steve?
I know.
What are you laughing at, man? This isn't funny at all.
I know. I'm sorry.
So am I.
What?
Oh, nothing. I really need some water.
She said she was going to put water in here. I don't even see a snorkel. What's going on?
I've never been so crammed in my life. What took you so long?
I'm sorry.
Please make sure they know I'm not a box
I
turtle.
got to get you to Dr. Jose right away.
Woo.
Good morning, everyone. I got my morning pickup before I go into work for the day, and I just got a very exciting email that I think you guys are going to be excited about too. I've been missing Crush as much as you guys have been missing Crush, and today he gets back from Ventura, California. I am super excited to see what he looks like, and I think you guys are going to be in for a treat because I also got a new character as well. Needless to say, I want this TikTok to be super good this evening, so you'll probably see a post from me later in the evening today. Just thought I'd give you guys a heads up though, that Crush is coming back today.
Hey, dude, I don't even... Man. Hey, Megan, a delivery truck just showed up.
Wait, Crush is here?
Yeah, and I think you need to sign for it.
Hi there. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you.
Let me carry it. It's heavy.
Aiden!
Sorry.
Alright, let's open this up.
I'm not the only one in here.
Okay, Crush, here, let me get you out. That's a lot of bubbles.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's get Crush out of here.
What are these things? Are these marshmallows?
They're not marshmallows, Aiden! Get Crush out of here. What are you doing? Ah, Crush, we missed you.
I still have double rat in here.
He looks very different.
Get it out! Man, looks like I had plastic surgery. Oh, I don't even recognize who I am.
You look like a younger version of yourself.
You saying I was old?
I'm not saying you were old, but your face was pretty worn.
Yeah, I wonder whose fault that was.
Sorry.
She kept hitting my head on dongos through one of her shows.
Yeah, I did a show a few years back where he would hit his head on bongos.
Yeah, yeah, it gave me a headache.
I bet.
When I was in California, I made a friend.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Where's your friend at?
They're in the docks. I think they're from Australia.
Everyone, meet my new character, Carly. Can you say hi?
Love it.
What is this thing?
It's a camera. Say hi.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
My name is, Carly. I come from the land down under.
Under what?
Who said that?
So, Aiden, this is Carly. Carly, this is
Look
Aiden.
at that. Look at those two guys together.
What are you? I'm a
I
koala.
love it. Megan's got a new
koa?
character.
No, a koala. Koala.
Is she like Coca-Cola or something? No, she's not like Coca-Cola. She's a koala.
Oh. What are you supposed to be? I'm a dinosaur. Okay, let's be friends. She seems cool.
She's a pretty cool character.
Hey Megan, something else came in the docks too.
Let me get Crush again. What came in the box?
It's in here.
303 protectant.
What's that? What is
303
that
protected.
Well, you use this and you spray it on your face
Now
to
a rare
protect the
commodity.
latex. So just like,
thing? Oh my eyes!
I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't see!
I'm sorry, Crush.
You got it in my eye! Oh my eyes!
Ah, you sit on my face!
Um,
Is your house always this chaotic?
yeah.
I had a lot of learning to do.
Yes, you do. Welcome to Colorado.
Colorado.
At Megan Casey on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere.
If you are not
folks.
following Megan Casey, what are you even doing on TikTok?
That's right.
Come on.
I like she's doing the vertical videos.
Well, by vertical, you
look
mean
at that.
every TikTok video.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
not really
So-
an option. Back to you, Steve.
You know I'm an inventor, Ryan. I have
I know,
invented something.
I know you're a bit of a Luddite.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm used to watching
I'm
like
just
this
kidding.
horizontal videos.
You are an inventor.
Yeah, no, I'm an inventor. Innovations to help you entertain the world.
No, you are. I'm giving you a hard time, but you're always on the cutting edge.
All right, so I have an invention for watching vertical videos. I think you're going to love this.
It's called holding a phone. Okay. It blocks out side content.
Yeah, so all you see is the vertical video in the center.
Okay, I got to give you some applause for that.
I think this is the ticket right here. Everybody's going to want these.
This could be your 50th patent.
Axtell.com / vertical video glasses.
That's right. No, I'm with you, man.
Yeah,
As a video consumer, I'm used to seeing 16:9.
Yeah.
As someone who uses a phone a lot, I understand vertical video because I hold
As
my
I do
phone
too. I'm not complaining anymore.
straight up.
I'm like on it.
So is that because it's like I don't want to see my thumb and forefinger?
I don't need to see anything beyond. I don't need to see the sides of the screen. Why would I waste all that
you
real
wouldn't
estate?
be. Hold on, you wouldn't be seeing the sides of your screen because it's already
No,
vertical.
because I hold it horizontal regardless. It's a
So you'd
vertical
be
video.
watching it sideways. You'd be cutting off the head and the lower part of the horizontal, but being watched.
Okay, when I turn my phone vertical, and I'm watching a vertical video, then I don't have to see the room.
There we go.
It just
Okay.
boom. But if I turn it horizontal,
It cuts
I don't
out,
have to see
not
the
only is it
outsides of the
sideways,
phone.
not only is it sideways, it cuts out most of the important information.
Anyway.
Well, you know what? Speaking of
I just
important
figured this
information,
is pretty cool. If you think
speaking
about
of important information,
Yep.
Steve,
oh, another transition.
Roy Stone.
Yeah. Oh my
Do you know
gosh.
who's going to be at Cadabra?
Roy Stone's going to be a presenter at Cadabra. Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
man!
Cadabra 2020.
This just in. Roy Stone.
No, 2021.
At
He's coming up in
Cadabra
August.
2021.
Yeah. Yeah.
But more important than
In
that,
Atlanta.
Steve,
In
more
Atlanta. This is a big deal.
more important,
Yep.
he is our performer spotlight tonight.
I don't know if it's more important.
Well,
it's
he-
as important. How's that?
It's been verified by Reuters, MSNBC, CNN, Fox, Newsmax. All of them, regardless of your political flavor, it's been confirmed.
If it was regardless of our political flavor, we wouldn't even mention Newsmax.
Wait, I have to cater. Anywho, goofballs Linda May, you're right. Joe Bilbo chiming in. He agrees, landscape.
Congratulations, Joe Bilbo, for prompting us and getting the videos together for Megan tonight. Thank you.
He called it out for like 9 weeks in a row. He's like, hey guys, you should show Megan's videos. Steve, speaking of videos we should show,
wow.
And speaking of Roy Stone, and speaking of Tennessee, where actually...
Doug Teal's watching.
David
Cool.
Copperfield / Davy Crockett is from. Not sure about the former, but for sure the latter. Davy Crockett and Roy Stone, Tennesseans through and through.
Oh, just Tennessee.
Performer spotlights. Not sure about David Crowder or David Copperfield, but let's check in with Roy Stone.
He's from Nashville. Dude.
Performer spotlight.
Hi, I'm Roy Stone. I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, where I live with my wife Carrie and her 3 bunnies, and I'm the owner and operator of Jamstone Magic. Most of my shows are done right here in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, at a little church here called The Church at Pleasant Grove. During all that traveling, I've done kids' crusades, summer camps, VBSs, but the most important work I do is every week right here at Grove Kids Children's Ministry. You see, I'm the children's pastor here, and my job is to not only entertain the kids, but to share with them the Word of God and to help build families into stronger units. And that's where Axtell Expressions comes in. So here in the children's church, from the moment a kid walks in to the time mom and dad picks him up, it's a sensory explosion. We do games and we do puppets and we do magic tricks and we do science and we do clowning and we do characters and storytelling. All these things to engage the kids in the most powerful story of all. And that's the good news of Jesus. So for over 30 years of family entertainment and children's ministry, whether it's the axe tracks, the magic tricks, the props, or even the puppets, Axtell's been with me the whole time. How many of their props do I use? As many as I can get. I've got so many they won't fit in this room, whether it's Henrietta Hippo, Ollie the Ostrich, Levi my dragon, Chico the chimp, or Flip the cockatoo. They've all been great products. Quality products built to last with character built right in. When I bring Chico out of the suitcase, he doesn't even have to say a word. Just the character engages the kids. And when I throw the voice into him and he comes alive, they're just captivated. Axtell Expressions, quality products, character built right in, made to last a lifetime. So I'm at this particular church, and I'm telling the story of Jacob and Esau. And in the story of Jacob and Esau, Jacob makes a big pot of soup that he's going to trick Esau into trading his birthright for. And in the story, I talk about the smell of the soup drew Esau to the soup. Well, I bring my puppet out. It's the Axtell chimp, and I've got the Axtell chimp hanging on my side, and he's talking back and forth. And I said, the aroma of the soup. Now, as soon as I said aroma, my mind says, hey, young kids aren't going to know that word. So the puppet turns to me and says, what's an aroma? I then in turn say, oh, that's the smell something makes. Now, sometimes you say something and you don't know that you've said it till after you've said it. And you're like, oh, did I say that out loud? Well, the puppet turns to me and says the smell that something makes, like that smell you made in the truck on the way to church tonight. And I went, the smell that you made in the truck? I didn't make a smell. You did after we ate at Taco Bell. And I said, Chico, that's gross. And he said, no, that's not gross, that's gas. As soon as I said it, I wanted to crawl under something. It came out just in any other environment, I thought this might be a funny joke. But in this environment, in the sanctuary of this church, I knew that the pastor and the board members and the families of this church are going to go ape on me. No pun intended with the monkey puppet. But I turned and looked, and the pastor is in the aisle, on the floor, laughing his head off. And everybody else, board members, families, they're all laughing. And it became such a funny joke that it's now part of that story. And I've told that story hundreds of times at lots and lots of different churches. The monkey will come out and he'll say, no, that's not gross, that's gas. And it gets a laugh every time. But the very first time I told that joke, it could have been the end of the show for me. One of the worst things I believe I've ever experienced in a program or in a show was a small church brought me in to do a week-long kids crusade, VBS. And when they brought me in, the pastor showed me their sanctuary and began to tell me how it was all brand new. They had just remodeled. They'd put in new carpet and new altars and a new pulpit, and all. It was really nice. Well, that evening, the service started, and I began telling the story of the 3 Hebrew children and how they went into the fire and how they came out of the fire with not even the smell of smoke on them and all that. Well, to tell that story, I do a trick that I've done 100, maybe 100,000 times. And it involves dipping a handkerchief in fuel and lighting that handkerchief on fire. The handkerchief burns, the fire goes out, and you show the handkerchief both sides. There's no burn on the handkerchief, kind of like the kids as they came out of the fire. Great story. Done it 1,000 times. But this time, as I brought it up out of the fuel and I lit it, one drip of that fire dripped off of that handkerchief onto that bowl of fuel, set the fuel alight. The bowl cracks from the heat. The fuel runs down the pulpit onto the new carpet, sets everything alight. I do believe the worst thing that has ever happened to me in a show. You know, it's kind of hard to get a repeat customer if you burn down their church. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Everything was okay. We got the fire put out. Insurance covered the carpet, and we went on and had a great program the rest of the week. But sadly, they never called me back. I'm not sure why. You know, coming out of 2019, man, things were going great. I was rolling high. I had started a new business. My church ministry's booming. 30 years had brought me to a pinnacle of children's ministry. I was sought after for VBSs and summer camps and teaching opportunities to share with people and teachers how I do what I do and to help build families. It was great. Then 2020 hit. And like all of you, it hit me like a ton of bricks, and everything came to a screeching halt. Now what do we do? How do we do ministry when we're not even allowed to meet in the building anymore? How do we reach families? How do we help do what we do? It was a hard thing. And I began to reflect, what have we done all these years? What were the things that really mattered? And how can we bring them forward into the future? And what things, they really didn't work anyway. Why do the same thing over that you've been doing and maybe it doesn't work? Maybe you thought it did. You know, one of our traps that we fall into is we've always done it this way, so we're not going to change. The problem is that sometimes we don't know what we don't know. So coming into 2021, what are our goals? What are we going to do? How are we moving forward? Well, at this point, I still haven't got a handle on that. I don't know if you do, but I do know this. Axtell Expressions will be with me as I move forward into the future. They'll always be part of my ministry because they're some of the best tools out there. Thanks, Steve, for all that you've done, and thanks for Axtell Expressions.
Thank you for joining us for another edition of...
Gotta love that, man.
Come on, everybody. Roy Stone in the house.
Yeah, that's great.
Love it, Roy. Hey, thanks for sharing with us your story, your passion, your ministry.
Good stuff. And Roy has Jamstone. Don't forget, tons of puppets and magic tricks that he has invented. And
yep, he's an artist as well.
Oh, great graphics. Great graphics.
Cool.
I love his stuff.
I'm probably going to just stay here right now and
I
look at
think
all of it.
Now is the time that I need you to leave.
Come on, dude.
Dude, this is now time to do the chores.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about when I say chores?
Yeah, but I do. To confirm.
Yep.
Mike Guthrie here. Another guy in ministry. Mike Guthrie's got a shipment coming to him very soon. We were working on it today, Mike, just so you know. Coming your way very soon.
That's right. Back to the chores. Don't try to divert attention from the chores.
I was trying to focus on our customers who were always first above chores.
Yeah, you're saying that now. Now
right?
that I'm pushing
above
you
chores
to do
or
your
no?
chores.
Are chores more important?
No, customers are more important than chores.
I gotta talk to a customer right now, Steve. Sorry. Oh,
for you right now,
hello?
I need.
Oh, you're a customer, and you don't want me to do chores. You'll leave us? Okay.
That's a fake call.
Got it.
All of our customers want you to do your chores right now.
Oh my gosh.
In fact,
Mario just bought the extracts for the frog and dino.
No, we have learned tonight.
Mario, I love it. I want to see video of you doing it.
In fact, we have learned tonight.
Jerry Lynn needs a monkey, Steve. That's more important than chores.
Stop.
Hey, let me know in the comments if you want me to do chores or if you want me to
don't place your orders right now with Ryan, please.
No, place your orders, please.
Do not place your orders right now.
It feeds my 100
We need to have
kids.
him go do his chores.
No, place the
right
orders.
now. We need to do chores.
Steve?
Yep. So
your kids are grown. Mine are young. I'm going to go for orders.
Okay, so here's what we need you to do tonight. Besides bloat the bowls, tickle the turtles.
Yep, got it. Yep.
Hay the horses.
Yep. Normal stuff.
Milk the cows.
Yep.
Slap the sharks.
Got it. Wait. Saltwater animals?
Yes.
We're adding saltwater. Where's?
No, we're not adding them. We're adding these.
The ocean's like 4 miles away.
From Scuba Diver Joe, he said, catch the moles.
No, don't add what Scuba Diver Joe said.
Juggle the frogs.
I'm not a frog matador.
Juggle the frogs.
Oh, wait,
whisper the chickens. And matador the squirrels.
I'm not.
And matador the squirrels.
I don't even know what that means, Steve.
Well, of course you do. It's in the manual.
Did you know bulls are colorblind, and so the red means nothing?
It's in the manual.
It's just motion.
It's in the manual.
And because of that,
I hate bullfighting. Don't even talk to me
I'm
about
not going
that.
to juggle the frogs, Linda.
Do not fight the bulls.
Jerry
Bloat
Lynn
the
Brown
bulls
said I should
and do
stay. Yep, I should stay because Mario wants me to probably as well.
Cherie did not say that.
Frank Logan said hello. I should probably stay.
No.
Should I stay?
This is not good. I need for you to leave.
Guys,
As in
Sheila
go.
said she's honored. Yeah, Jeffrey said, heck with the chores. Thank you. Thumbs down.
Stop.
Like the emperors did of old. It had more dire consequences for the gladiators, but in my circumstances,
not
it
the
means
case.
the chores
Oh
will not
my
live
gosh,
to
this
see
is-
another day.
Stop.
Anywho.
I need you for you to go
All
do the
right,
chores
bye.
and stop making excuses. Goodbye.
And now it's time to Ask the Tiki. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Steve, are you a big Metallica guy?
I am, clearly.
No, you're not. You only like Metallica if they sound like Elton John.
I like when Metallica sounds like you. What you said right there.
That is a compliment.
That's cool. And Ryan's gone, so we can like jam out. Let's just
Finally, let's jam.
All right,
bro.
I got a whole bunch of questions here from the insiders. Are you ready for this?
I am, Steve.
All right, this is from Joe Bilbo. You know where he's from.
Scuba Diver Joe.
Oi, I'm Scuba Diver Joe from the UK. I'm a soccer hooligan. Stop changing the white balance and exposure by going close to the camera, Steve. Oi.
All right.
Manchester.
He says, "Oh, almighty Tiki.
Thank you.
When do you think the world will start turning again, metaphorically speaking? I need to come to Ventura to meet Steve, Ryan, and yourself. I also need to travel scuba-wise."
I think Joe should scuba his way from England across the pond to New York City, then catch a flight to the Great Lakes, then swim across the Great Lakes, then catch a flight from Milwaukee to Ohio, your home state. Then take a flight all the way to California and meet us, Joe. We would love that. But here's the deal, Joe. You always post things about Whigs and Tories and all these political parties I've never heard of.
Whigs and what?
Whigs and Tories, mostly the Tory
Tory
party.
Of his posts about
Here's
that.
the deal, Joe. We are unfortunate in the U.S. where we only have basically two parties that matter. And unfortunately, it forces people to jump into boxes that they don't necessarily agree with. I'd be curious to know, from your standpoint, living in a country where there are more political parties, similar to Tahiti, do you think having more options is better, or is it better to be oversimplified and dogmatic? Back to you, Joe.
Okay, stop with that. Okay, he wants to come here and scuba dive?
Well, the answer is obviously
area.
yes.
This is
but here's the deal: he should have to scuba dive from England to Tahiti,
he can't.
pick me up
Tahiti
in an outrigger canoe, and row me to Ventura, California.
Yeah. So Susie and I are going to kayak this weekend. We're going to get out there and
no, Mario. Tahiti is not in the U.S., but I have dual citizenship. I just had to answer this question. The Labor Party. I mean, I don't even get it. Joe Bilbo always adds U's to words that just need an O. Like labor, he spells labor. Joe, I don't get it. You're so sophisticated.
All right, the Labor Party. Yes.
Sorry, guys. I have Google Contacts. I can see the Facebook feed live.
So here is another question from Bilbo Joe.
Bilbo Baggins.
I hear California has some great dive sites. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, man. I mean, only from National Geographic and Surf Magazine. I'd have to say La Jolla and Monterey Bay are on the top of my list. Obviously, Monterey Bay Aquarium is very deep for a coastal inlet, and there's an aquarium there. But La Jolla has a lot of animals and plants, and kelp beds really close. It's pretty great. I gotta say, Ventura's not too bad, but the water's a bit sandy, and there's also a little extra salt, which changes the pH, so it's not quite as visible as other areas. And of course, the water in the Pacific is cold, but I bet you could handle the cold water. We do have sea lions. Back to you, Steve.
Yes, we have sea lions that like to nip at the back of your neck. We also have the Channel Islands, which is great scuba diving.
Anacapa is amazing. Oh, Mario. I bet I can't necessarily see, but I bet Mario's asking dive sites or dive bars. Why, yes, we have tons of dive bars as well. They serve great Mai Tais.
Okay, here's one from Carlo Penso.
Rosalind's here. Hey, Rosalind.
Carlo's from South Africa. A lot of great diving in South Africa.
A lot of sharks, too, due to the temperature of the water.
We're not doing transitions right now. That's for an earlier segment.
Oh, is that a different segment?
Yeah.
My bad.
Carlo Penso is asking, what songs do you like to sing in the rain?
Well, obviously, Aaron Neville. Nailed it. Obviously, singing in the rain, I'm singing in the rain. But I also like to sing lately, Steve, the soundtrack to Inception.
Oh.
You know, those low, eerie tones that are in every movie.
It's very memorable, yes.
Well,
there's also Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
That's right. Or Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Jim of Jersey.
I'm a big fan of Tiny Tim. You met him in an airport, didn't you?
That's right. I did. I did meet Tiny Tim in an airport. Yep.
How tiny was he?
Not very tiny. But it's interesting. He had like all kinds of really kind of soft and modeled papers that already were signed, and he just pulled them out like this and went.
He just gave you a signed photo or paper? Did you even ask for it?
They're just no, but he knew what I wanted.
You probably were like, "Hey,
like,
do you
gosh.
know?" No, Steve. You probably said, "Hey, do you know Sid and Marty Krofft?
No,
Could you get me their autograph?"
I said, "Oh my gosh, are you Tiny Tim?" And he just went.
Did it kind of ruin the allure of meeting a famous person?
Well, yeah. It was older Tiny Tim. Can I say? Yeah.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Skippy's here
not
from
one of his
Florida.
songs, but okay. Here's one from Lee Rademacher.
Aho!
Oh, suave and debonair Tiki.
Why, thank you.
Have you ever put your personal dating profile on tikisonly.com?
Well, I actually prefer totallytiki.co.uk or totestiki.za for Zambia/South Africa.
Or Totem Tiki.
Or Totems and Tikis.
Totems and Tikis.
I prefer those spots. But you know what? I should check out onlytikis.com because you know what, Steve?
It wasn't
fairly lonely on.
It was tikisonly.com.
Oh, it looks like I have two sites. Unless one is a redirect. Could be an SEO trap. Who knows?
Yes,
I'll have to check Google Analytics.
Here's one from Steve Petra.
Steve Petra from Long Island. Right. I love the posh travelling life, the travelling life for me.
Why are you doing British? What is that?
Because Steve Petra is from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
No, he's not.
He's not?
No, he's from Long Island.
Oh, right.
Hey, I'm from Long Island, right? My name's Jason Statham from Long Island.
Steve, I've only heard like 2 accents. On Tahiti, my media intake is somewhat limited.
Okay, anyway, he says, oh, great Tiki. Now that it is peak allergy season, I'm sure everyone is wondering if you suffer from nasal congestion or bouts of sneezing.
Well, this is what's known as cognitive dissonance. You look at my face and you see this large nose. You think, oh my gosh, he's breathing in so much pollen. But here's the deal. I don't breathe air because I'm animated supernaturally by powers beyond this world. And also, I live in Tahiti where there is not much pollen, Steve. It is an arid climate when it comes to the beach terrain. So, double irony to you, my friend.
All right, Sue Johnson's asking this question.
All right, let me hear it, baby.
Hey, Tiki, how do you feel about the Dinky Tiki that's coming out?
Wait, what?
Did you not see the...
You are replacing me? The great and powerful Tiki.
No, we're licensing.
You are replacing me.
No, we're licensing it. You're going to be getting a royalty.
Hold on, is this like the royalties I'm quote unquote? I can't even do air quotes because I don't have arms. But do it for me. Royalties. I'm supposed to be. Do it again. Do it again. Receiving. I should be getting a 90-10 split on Dinky Tikis, but take myself out of it. I love the idea. I think you should market it. I think it'd go great. Add a little bit of red felt on the head. That could be the fire. Oh my gosh, people are going to love it. Put your hand in the back. The mouth's going to talk. I think it's going to kill.
Oh, it will kill. It's going to be great.
Can't wait to see my cut. Do you need my routing number and bank info?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Let me know, Steve. I'd love to hook you up with my checking account or PayPal or Venmo or Cash App or Bitcoin or Dogecoin. To the moon.
Got it. Got it. Okay, here's one from Instagram. This is Colin Elazer.
Hey.
Colin asked, do you know of any statues on Easter Island?
Well, I used to have a BFF who lived on Easter Island. I know because I got a letter in a message in a bottle. But I couldn't write back. So then hey, how'd you get a facsimile of him?
Was it this guy?
Well, as I just said, that is a facsimile of him.
Aha.
Which means a rough interpretation of the real thing depends on the resolution you use when sculpting him. But I gotta say, he does look very similar. I recently sent him a message in a bottle because a shipwrecked sailor had a rum bottle that was available. Stuck a note in, sent it to him. But the problem is my friend on Easter Island, he can't even read English. And I can't use Google Glasses Contacts Translator. So I'm waiting to hear back. And Stephen Hicks, my thought on Dogecoin is that it's been totally taken advantage of by the media. And by the time everyone's saying you should jump in, it means all the people that were going to make money on it already made money. It's not a time to jump in. You're probably going to lose everything.
Dogecoin?
I'm just saying, I'm not really a fan. I would go with more traditional cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or maybe Bitcoin. But I would say the market's not ready to adapt it until traditional banks start accepting it I think there's a future, though.
Here's one.
I'm a fan of blockchain content and NFTs.
This just in.
Steve, are you a fan of NFTs?
I am, yeah, indeed.
Okay.
All right, this just in from Cullen's father, Patrick.
Patrick.
How does a Tiki spend his royalties?
Great question. I have an Amazon account that is voice activated, but unfortunately, my credit card needs me to put in my security code. You know, the numbers on the back of the card, which I can't see because it's laying in the sand in front of me and I don't have arms. So every time I go to make an order, Alexa says,
cannot compute.
And I say, charge to Steve. And she says,
funds are gone.
No.
Cannot compute.
I don't want you to do that. No.
Well, I've tried and it doesn't work.
Another one from Instagram here is Card Sharp. Double P's _
Double P's
sharp.
for double aces. That's a card.
What's
term.
coming up in Axtell?
Well, I got to say, a lot's going on at Axtell. I mean, a custom project literally shipped today. You may or may not see it on America's Got Talent in future seasons. Also, the Dinky Tiki is printing, and that's pretty exciting.
It is.
I'm pretty excited to see about that. We also wrapped up 2 custom projects last week. We have some new pages going live on the website. Consulting has been going up, and we've been able to add value to a lot of shows and live streaming content lately. And by us, I mean you, Steve, not me. I just commentate.
And then you're flying back to Tahiti tomorrow, right? Until
in
next
luggage,
Thursday.
yeah.
Here's one from Puppet Master 225.
You mean Matt Brandt?
That's
Come
what
on,
I mean,
man.
yes. Will I ever find the right girl for me?
Oh, that's not Puppet Guy Matt. Sorry, that's Puppet Master.
That's Puppet
right?
This is Puppet Master 225 from Instagram.
What was the question again,
Sorry,
Steve?
Matt. Brand. Will I ever find the right girl for me?
That is a great question. A lot of people are looking for companionship and looking for the right person to share life and connection with. Take it from me, someone who lives on an island by myself. I long for that as well. My love is in Alaska. I have a crude drawing of her at... Whoa, another sparkling, Steve? Yeah. Can you handle that carbonation?
Going deep.
Anyways, I would have to say the right person is out there. Be confident in yourself.
Right.
Don't try to be someone you're not. And continue to build real, deep, meaningful relationships with the people around you.
Wow. That's heavy.
Well, that's what I try to do when I'm alone by myself on an island and a coconut rolls by. And then I start talking to it. Then a team of fire ants lifts it and moves it away just to spite me.
And you're trying to talk to it, and it's gone.
And they're like, hey, we're from Jersey. We're moving this away. Take it or leave it, Bob. And I'm like, why do you sound like Joe Pesci? And they're like, we love Goodfellas.
All right, I got 2 more for you. Elite Rademacher here says, oh, suave and debonair Tiki.
He said that already, and we answered that question.
Yes,
is there a
right.
second question?
Yes, there is.
Whoa.
Question number 2. What would you consider to be a romantic evening?
Wow, great question. I've seen a lot of romantic comedies when shipwrecks happen close by and battery-powered TVs wash up to the shore completely intact with movies playing. I would have to say sitting in, what is it? Not Sicily. In Venice, Italy, rowing through the canals. And they would be singing, when the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's amore. And I would be eating one end of the spaghetti, and Mrs. Totem would be eating the other end of the spaghetti. And we'd meet in the middle whilst a cat named Figaro from Pinocchio was there. And also probably a lot of the characters from Peter Pan who were pirates in red and white shirts like Shmee, who looked like Venetian boat captains. They would all be there. And no, Jeffrey, Tom Hanks was not on that island. He's on an adjacent archipelago that is not too far away.
Okay, here's our last one from Robert Schur.
Aragorn, you mean?
Why?
Why what? Why do we exist? How did matter come to the place? Why did the ancients believe that it wasn't the fact that matter existed, but the fact that there was chaos and not order, that was actually the source of the creation? I mean, this question goes deep. Or why do people think that Asia is the best album from Steely Dan when actually Pretzel Logic was the last album they released as a touring band? And let's be honest, Any Major Dude is an amazing song. I mean, why not, Steve? As Jerry Lynn Brown says,
have you
why
seen
not?
These?
Whoa.
Vertical video. Hashtag Gen Z coming into the house.
Oh.
That's right. Oh, good night.
This has been another episode of
Ask the Tiki.
Sure. Continue holding.
Who are you holding?
I can wait. No plans. Continue holding as long as it takes. Oh, sorry. I'm on call with Netflix. I'm filling out a survey. I could get a free credit for
what?
A surprise episode of The Sopranos. Yes, hold. As long as it takes every Thursday from 3:30 to 4:15.
Ryan.
All right, bye.
Did you do the chores?
Okay, real quick. Remind me what your expectations of the chores were, and I will let you know if my results match your expectations.
Did you blow the bowls?
So instead of asking me, did I, just say, I hoped you bloated the bowls.
Let me try that. Let me try that and see if it works.
Okay.
I hoped you bloated the bowls.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I'm listening to what else?
No. Did you bloat the bowls?
Steve, here's the thing. Yeah. You have expectations that I think are unfair.
Don't call me Steve when I'm talking chores. You're supposed to call me Steve? Dad. Dad.
There are expectations you put on me that are unrealistic. Let's be honest. To this point, have I done one chore? No. I'm just asking you.
No, you haven't.
Okay. The definition of insanity is asking the same question and expecting different results. Mm-hmm. So therefore, you are insane.
That's okay.
To be asking me to do chores because I haven't done it once.
Here's the thing. I am your father. I trust you.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I am pressing forward to teach you things.
My question is, what is that trust based on? Should you trust me?
Yes.
Is a great question.
Yes, I should.
We should all be asking.
Trust you. Yes.
Okay.
I should. And the animals are trusting you as well. Those cows haven't been milked for 4 years.
They are bursting.
The bulls haven't been bloated.
Okay, in all fairness,
seriously, you haven't shucked the snakes.
Well, Steve, hold on.
Have you shucked the snakes
Steve,
ever?
Hold on, Steve. I'm taking my beanie off in a moment of sincerity.
Steve.
Also, it's hot, Dad. Steve/Dad. Here's the deal.
You had extra chores tonight.
Steve, listen to me. Okay?
Catch the moles. Juggle the frogs, did you?
Steve.
Did you juggle the frogs?
Listen to me.
Did you whisper at the chickens?
I have to go double cam right now because you're not listening to me. It's not that chores haven't been done. It's that I haven't been doing them. I found someone on Fiverr for a very competitive rate who is gifted in the art of
I saw that, but they're in Indonesia.
I used the company card to fly him in.
Well, stop.
It cost them 10% of what I would charge to do the chores, and travel fees were like 9,000% of what I would charge because I drive a Prius. So it's like free. But they took a diesel plane from Indonesia. So that was like $9,000. But you know what? They found the bulls, and they almost got into the barn and realized they left their lock picking kit back in Indonesia. So they flew back, got it, came back, and then I was like, hey, I got to go back. Chore time is done. I'll keep you posted in the future. So they didn't get the chores done, but now they know if they fly back, bring the lock picking kit because they need to get into the barn, and I don't have a key.
There's a key in the back of the manual. It's on the last page, the inside cover.
It's a blockchain key, and you're always like, we're not going to convert the barn to blockchain. It's not safe enough.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm like, Steve, it's like one of the safest technologies in the world. Anywho, that's where we're at.
Yeah. I think we should see what's happening in the shop.
We should probably circle back and check in.
Why don't we check with Jose and the crew and see what's happening there in the shop?
They're at least doing some stuff.
We'll know more about the Dinky Tiki as well.
Oh, let's check it out.
Instead of reviewing it later. All right. All right.
What do you see here, Steve? What's going on?
Yeah, it's a dinosaur body. Here
Wes has got an armful of dinkies.
Wes with dinkies, ready to paint.
Ooh, I see a kiddo and a dino.
There we are.
And a tiger.
What?
David Gasser, are you watching right now?
Is that Gasser's?
I think it's Gasser's.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a Strassman style.
Yes.
Trike.
For Matt Brandt. Look at that. There's his body. I think this is like the
I see a
last
King
one
of Rock.
we're going to make.
It is.
Look at Elvis.
King of Rock. And we got,
love me tender,
look at that
love
lion
me
right
sweet.
there looking sweet.
I ain't lying. Oh, great joke.
Pretty good, huh? Yours or mine? Which one?
Hiya. There's some more dino bodies. Look at that, Ryan.
Dude.
Are you kidding?
That's for a customer who is in Seattle, Washington.
Wow.
Incredible years.
Look at that.
One of these, I think, is heading Guthrie's way.
All those dinos. We just fill boxes full of dinos every week.
This is for Luis. It's hard to tell here without an iris, but this is a beast with rotating eyes.
Be moving eyes, yep. We can't
Zach
tell anymore.
Winthy. This was from a couple days ago, but I think that's some of your rat.
Look at, there's a turtle.
Ooh, Rosie's
being
working
made.
on a turtle.
Yep. Jose's working on the shell right there. That's the back of the shell.
We
of
do
that
it,
turtle.
Steve. Did you know we do a sea turtle and a regular turtle?
I didn't know that. Do we have a sea Biden as well as a regular Biden? There's a I saw a Biden just now. There we
Good
go.
one,
With,
Steve.
yeah, nice. Oh, Sandra is buffing. What's this? Sean McMaster.
We were filming a special project.
He's like a famous magician.
Dude.
Well, what's this?
Is that a Dinky Tiki
Look at
mold
this.
being printed?
A Dinky Tinky.
What?
All right, gotta love that. In the Woiks. There you go with some more
Dude,
dinkies.
more dinkies. Wes was working hard on a new batch of dinkies.
Yep.
We got a bunch that got to ship out.
Yeah, love it.
Wes is making it happen. Our whole crew is. Teresa, Sandra. There's Wes. He's patching.
I love zombie rats, Roy. That's good. That's funny. Ooh,
patching
look at that
some
patch.
holes.
Look at that patch.
He's got a great technique. Jose's got the King of Rock. We already saw, but the magic of cinema, it's reversed. He's prepping it right now.
Gotta love it. Gotta love the magic of cinema.
Look at that. Jose knows his stuff, man. He's been working with Steve for 20 years.
Baby, I got my glasses on crooked. I'm insane.
I love it, man.
Yeah, in the Woiks.
Some good stuff is happening there.
We should respell that, in the Woiks.
In the Woiks, because it's more Joyzy. Hey, the Gem of Joyzy. Where's Brian? The Gem of Joyzy. But hey, a lot of you have projects with us that you may have seen,
That's
and even
good.
if you didn't see it, there's some stuff that's going on that we don't always
That's
show
right.
on camera.
Oh my
but we are
gosh.
so grateful for all of you who have orders with us. Whether
funny how
it's
you can be so sincere about this, and yet you're so like blatant about missing.
because
the-
this
the
involves
whole
customers,
chores.
and the customer's always first.
Yeah,
See,
customers is first.
Randy Gentry just joined.
Oh, Randy!
Well, I should say, I just saw a comment from him, and we were just thinking about Randy earlier.
Yeah, we said, where has Randy been?
Yeah, Randy, this
Yeah.
is a beast with
He's-
eyes that
he's
move left and right
Yeah,
for
gotta
a
love it.
contestant
Yep.
on a show we can't talk about.
Something's got talent.
Super. Anywho, and Mike Guthrie, yeah, he has an order with us. He's got VBS coming
Yeah.
up in July, and we are working on a couple
this-
things for him.
His dino.
Yep, and an egg, hatching egg.
Ooh, yes.
That's pretty cool.
He's been selling houses like crazy.
Randy?
Randy Gentry.
Dude.
All right.
Randy, we miss you, man.
Hey, if
So
anybody's
good.
moving to San Antonio, Texas,
Randy's
you call
the guy to
Randy
talk
Gentry.
to.
Randy Gentry. I almost did. Hey, Del Wilson's watching too.
And Aaron Sherman, he said, been so long I forgot what I ordered. I know. Aaron, I just want you to know, we got your alien ship built. We ordered more parts for some of the other alien ships we have to build. We're grateful for all of you who have had orders with us.
Oh my gosh, there's so much going on.
And also, just to clarify real quick, sometimes people wonder, hey, how come it takes you so long to make my puppet? Why does it take you 16 weeks, 18 weeks? And the truth is,
it doesn't take it that long to make.
No, your puppet may only take 1 to 2 weeks to make. It's there's been some incredible delays in supply chain. If you have noticed anything in the news, there's been a lot of delays when it comes to oil, and then also just everything that involves shipping, and so that affects us. Plus, we have a lot of orders in the works.
Like, here's orders ahead of you,
right?
And then here's some more orders ahead of you. And then you place your order.
Right.
Okay?
So just to clarify, we might be able to make your order in a week or two.
But we
it
have
just
to get
has
through
to
all
do
these
with
orders
getting
to get
through
to your
the
order.
other orders. Yeah.
That's
so
it.
our crew is working overtime.
This commercial was sponsored by Kirkland.
Yeah, right.
Sparkling
Actually, it's not, but Kirkland, if you're listening.
Thank you for
all that to
sponsoring.
say, we know that a lot of you have waited a long time, and we really appreciate that. We think it's worth the wait because there's not a lot of people that do what we do. And we work really hard on the products we make. Our whole team does. We put our hearts into it.
Yeah.
And we really believe that our products will help you stand out as a performer and add value to your shows.
You make better impressions with Axtell Expressions. Whoa.
So just know, Steve, was that an old slogan?
It should be on the back. Oh no, this is a new slogan.
It's too vague.
It was old.
No, Aaron, I just want to say thank you for waiting. We know you got a lot going on. Sheila, you waited a long time. You just got your Biden. She said, well worth the wait. And Puppet Guy Matt has an order coming. Also, he has a special parrot. Matt is a power user like many of you are. And we just want to say thank you for waiting. Because it means a lot that you would trust us with your business. And you guys are doing some cool stuff, and it's fun to see the world opening up a little bit.
Oh my gosh, it is so cool.
And Wally Hiltz has a great order on the way, and he said need to order soon for Christmas. That is a great point. If you are considering ordering something for Christmas,
do it now.
Place it soon. And then just a reminder, Dinkies usually are in stock or can be in stock in a week or two. Oh my gosh, Bonnie is here. Bonnie Halfins. Hello, Bonnie.
I love that.
Stephen Hicks said, I've used the time waiting for my chickens to write a ton of new scripts for him, and when he arrives, can't wait. Stephen, that is a great use of time.
Yeah, fantastic.
Steve, we have a special guest. I have a few things to update you on, but let's wait. Let's wait on that.
Okay.
Because you know what a lot of people forget when it comes to show business? It's not all show.
No.
It's show and business.
It's the business of show business.
It's the business of show business, which means all of us who run a production company or are entertainers that run small businesses, we need business tips. And maybe we haven't read every book out there. But you know who has?
Al
Getler.
Is this a vertical or horizontal video?
Oh my gosh. Puppet Guy Matt has a trike, a lemur, and a Duncan arriving Wednesday.
Wow.
Matt, send us video of your Steve's glasses.
Is it a vertical or a horizontal video? That's the question.
It depends on his demographic. Matt, we would love to see photos or video of your unboxing.
I think it's a horizontal.
And Kelly said she loves her Axtell puppets. Man, thank you so much, Kelly. Really does mean a lot to us.
Let's watch Al.
All right, let's check in with Al. He's got some great advice for us. Here we go.
This is the business of show business. It's show business with Al Getler.
Oh my gosh, you're back, Al. How's it going?
Oh, good.
Hey, you got your fire shirt on.
Huh?
You got your fire shirt on. What's up?
I do. Yeah. I just,
ready to go out?
it's kind of one of those days where I got 14 things going on at one time, but always want to stop and spend some time with the Axtell men.
Dude.
You, Ryan, and the demagogue that's always in the background of your.
The insiders, both the hims and hers.
The Tiki man, I got to tell you. Last week, I was busting a gut.
I know.
Absolutely busting a gut. Yeah, just wrap that up and send that to me. It just
don't tell Ryan because he has no idea what goes on when he's out of here.
I understand. I get it. But the Tiki is just funny stuff. So,
it really, truly was. People are really appreciating this segment that we're doing because you can't get this content anywhere else.
Oh, that's awfully nice to hear. Yeah.
Really exciting. And you're bringing that in from the business world to us as insiders and people in the variety arts and helping to translate that in so many ways. And that's so appreciated.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I enjoy doing it too. I mean, it's something I've done over the years for any of your audience that has ever made it to the ventriloquist convention. I've done, some combinations of things where, less about performing, more about the background of and creating your brand and all that. And a couple of years ago, we talked about social media and, people have asked about that. I never booked a show because of my social media. Well, no, but you're out there and you're top of mind. And that's,
oh my goodness. Yeah. And you really have no idea if that was what got the exposure because you need like 6 times exposure to somebody's brain to keep it top of
no
mind.
doubt about it. I mean, my LinkedIn live show that I do, you've been a guest on.
Yep.
I've got business people that say to me, wow, I watch your show all the time. I'm like, really? Because, I've never seen you there. They've never commented, but and what they're saying is they've caught moments. They've caught glimpses. Maybe they've never even turned the sound on, but to them, the brand that you're actually doing something and creating content when, those of you who are performers, especially who are wondering, should I or should I not do that? I mean, absolutely you should.
Well, when we're live right now, we got 50 to 100 people. Yeah. But when it goes to the archive the next day,
doubt.
We have thousands of people that watch the show.
Yes.
And then it builds over the weeks. And then it becomes the archive on YouTube. And it's a whole different market. And then we share that with LinkedIn and all of it. So big time.
Huge value in that. And, it's about brand.
Today.
Right? That's what it's about. It's about brand.
Yeah, it is about brand.
Yeah. So today, speaking of brand, over my shoulder here, you see a Charlie McCarthy hand puppet, a Mortimer Snerd doll. To my right, filled shelves with Charlie McCarthy items that Edgar Bergen released as merchandise items. Puzzles and coloring sets and cutouts and spoons, which is a really common thing to find, right? And tin toys and chalk dolls I used to give away as prize. On and on and on, right? So why am I mentioning that? Well, first of all, it's my affinity to Charlie McCarthy, which I think is one of the greatest, character creation, bar none. But Steve, I know you know the answer to this, but I'll ask you, but who was Edgar Bergen's best buddy? Who did Candace call Uncle Walt?
Walt Disney
and Edgar Bergen were really close friends.
Super close,
And although a lot of people, refer to Walt as Uncle Walt, truly to Candace Bergen, would go to Uncle Walt's house with her father. She would ride Uncle Walt's train in the backyard. Bergen and Disney had a very strong friendship.
Yeah.
And I truly believe, and I truly believe that this marketing schematic of taking these characters and selling them, putting their faces on product was something that they came up with probably in conversation. I'm not sure who had the spark of the idea first, but certainly they did a lot together. One of my favorite items of my collection is when Snow White, the first big feature from Disney's animation side of the house as the Walt Disney Company, a coloring book with Charlie McCarthy and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs together, which, Steve, if you look, there's not many other examples of non-Disney characters appearing with Disney characters. And of course, they went on to do Fun and Fancy Free together, where Bergen is part narrator, part of the story, so on and so forth. So why am I mentioning all this? Well, the book this week we're talking about is a frayed copy of How to Be Like Walt.
A classic. Yeah.
A classic. And the author of this book, Pat Williams, did a bunch of other How to Be Like books, but I truly think this one was one that he just took very much to heart. I've heard him mention it in other arenas, but you'll notice these tattered pages. It's a great book, and it's one that I refer to often. I'm going to make another pitch always for the phone too. This book is available in audio, so if people feel like they don't have time to read, they're doing other things. You know, in fact, I just was reviewing the book out on the lawn tractor here before I came in.
Oh, neat
segment, because I could listen to it. But so Walt Disney, I mean, what is my curiosity? I work a lot with Disney people, as you know. On my LinkedIn show, I've had a good number of former Disney executives on. The two biggest being Lee Cockrell, who was the executive vice president over all of Disney World resorts, everything. And then his son, Lee Cockrell, who was the executive vice president over the Magic Kingdom. Two wonderful people, two good friends of mine. I love the background of Walt Disney. I love the backstory of everything Disney. It's incredible. But what about the man? If you've ever wondered about the man, this is absolutely positively a great book just to read about Walt Disney. It's broken down in the beginning, a couple of lessons, how to be like Walt. Number one, live the adventure, meaning always be living the adventure. Always be having fun and seeking out fun. What I admire so much about this little old Axtell show that you and Ryan do, man, you guys make me laugh. You're always having fun. You live that, you live the adventure, and I just love it. It's just great stuff. The second thing, how to be like Walt, be a salesperson. Of course, this is a salesman, but we're going to update that. Be a salesperson. You've got to sell your ideas. You've got to sell your show. You've got to sell what you can do, even sometimes before you can actually do it.
That's right.
I think every time I crossed into something new, someone said, "Hey, can you perform for adults?" A little bit of John Lovitz, right? Yes, I can. Of course, I do it all the time. Yeah, of course I do. Sure, 3 times a day, even. But you have to be a salesman, right? You've got to be able to sell and move forward. And I know Disney probably said yes to things several times before he figured it out.
You know, that's an interesting concept. In my notebooks, I keep a journal of my notebooks from the beginning since 1982, every day. And I've got file cabinets full of these, spiral bound. Anyway, sometimes in there, I will invent a product and draw an ad for it.
Yeah, there you go.
All about the features. Oh, it can do this, and it can do that. And I have no idea how it's going to do that. But to pique the interest of me as an entertainer, I've got to have that.
Right.
Then I invent it.
Yep. An analogy I use a lot with teams that I've worked with is my end zone thinking. So that's a little bit of a sports analogy. I'm not a huge sports analogy guy, but I like that one. And we all love a great, Hail Mary pass from the 30-yard line into the end zone, to the opposite side of the field. How's that going to, I'm not worried about it. Just think about catching the ball in the end zone. We'll figure out how to get there, right? End zone thinking, we'll get the touchdown. Don't worry about that. Just think about the end zone. So, right.
Love it.
And then another lesson in Walt Disney, how to be like Walt, dare to do the impossible. And Mr. Axtell, you have done that time and time again. You continue to do the impossible. I mentioned the Tiki a minute ago. I mean, that is something that most people would not think of doing. Absolutely a wonderful character. It helps having that great humor behind it. But what a great way to do the impossible. Your arm illusion, the original arm illusion.
My first patent.
The original arm illusion. Okay. When I first heard about that, I thought, what? That's impossible, right? That's impossible. It's going to look terrible. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at it. I mean, it's just, that's it. That is dreaming, doing the impossible. Oh, I didn't know you were a Stefan. Or Feven. Have you ever seen the Feven meme? Yeah.
My wife calls me Stefan, time for dinner.
Yeah. But there's a great meme out there with a dog for Feven, and it's a Starbucks story. Someone said, Stephen, and he said, how do you spell it? And he said, with a PH. When the cup came, it was PHEN EVN. Stephen. So, yeah. Anyway, so
speaking of things impossible, I have something on my wall that I think I'd like to share right now.
Sure.
It's the path of things that are impossible. So first it's impossible, then it's difficult, then it's done, then we celebrate. I added that to it. I don't know who the quote's from, but man, is that true. I don't know how we're going to do this. It's terribly difficult. And then we end up doing it. It's done. And we celebrate. So pop the champagne.
You know, it's interesting you say that. I just read an article about a book, and I'm going to ask you. I don't remember the book, and I kept the article so I could find the book. But it's about the NASA program, right? The NASA space program. You know, the Air Force naturally assumed they would be the ones that would bring us into space because that's what they do. They fly. And it was never, you know, the intention of Eisenhower to have NASA be an agency of the Air Force. Well, when Eisenhower was out and Kennedy came in, the Air Force said, all right, well, now we'll finally get our hands on this. And no, you know, Kennedy saw the need for it to remain as a citizen-run, agency to do the impossible. And no, they did not get the agency. And then along comes a guy who my wife and I were able to spend a wonderful evening with named John Glenn, you know.
Wow.
And talk about doing the impossible and making it have to work. What people don't know is that John Glenn actually recorded a recording for his girls to be played if he never came back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if he never came back. And
really,
goodness. Everything about the space program hinged on John Glenn going around that Earth 3 times, you know, and he did it. And that was doing the impossible. And then, of course, the celebration from there. And then the statement would be, we would be going to the moon. And Kennedy never saw it, you know, lived long enough to see it happen. But stating the impossible as much as doing the impossible, like you say.
Yeah.
You know, how are we going to get there? I don't know, but we're going to get there. How are we going to go to the moon? No clue. And why does science fiction always become reality? Because we state the impossible in science fiction, you know, and then it's done. It's kind of a beyond that. And this goes hand in hand. Lesson number 4: unleash your imagination. Unleash your imagination. One of the biggest things people have a hard time with is imagination.
Yeah.
You know, you might remember this, Steve. I don't know if you're around or not, but a convention a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away called the Drawbridge. We had our hospitality suite shut down because the hotel rented the room nearby to some regular folks, you know. So they threw us out of the hospitality room, and they gave us, which became one of the dealer's rooms later on, a room to just gather in. And we sat there all night, and with 2 trays that were shell-shaped, we went on for 2 or 3 hours improving, coming up with ideas. And there are a couple of people left who still don't forget that. And a guy from France, I'll never forget him. Apparently, he's now the voice of French football. But he was there and did some of the most amazing things because his imagination was untethered. Wow. He didn't have the American male ego, so to speak. But you have to unleash your imagination. Look at Disney. So, you know, the great thing about this book is it humanizes Disney, you know. And one of the things I'll say to you, like his heroes, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Edison, and Charlie Chaplin, Walt was largely a self-educated man, you know. You can go to college. Doesn't mean you're going to be educated. Just means you're going to learn stuff, right? Walt viewed education as something to be aggressively pursued, which is why I'm so honored that you give me this opportunity, you know, with you, because I think that's what's important. And I love this. I don't know who Mike Broggie is, but I'm going to read this. Was impressed by the way Walt would probe for information, then store a catalog and cross-reference that information in his mind. When I was a kid of 8 or 9, Michael told me I love to say, I'd love to visit Walt's office. I'd go to his office door, and if he wasn't too busy, he'd say, Michael, come in. Let's talk. I'd sit in a chair, and he'd start grilling me. What are you watching on TV? What are you reading? He was probing for information on what my generation liked and enjoyed. His mind was like a giant computer, and he was storing the information for future use. He was doing market research.
Yeah.
And really, you know, that's a very important message for any entertainer today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like when you write into your journal, your antenna is constantly up looking for content. And
So Mike Broggie was one of the two boys of the head and the legend Broggie that was Walt's first Imagineer.
Yeah,
And
you know what?
so
you're right.
I
I didn't get a chance to go back when I highlighted that
right
the origin, but that makes total sense because there's a lot written about the Imagineers and the roles they played. So
he's
good
still
job.
alive. His brother has passed, and of course the father's passed with Walt. But his nephew is a good friend of our family.
Wow.
So we have a good friend in the Broggie family.
How crazy is that I read that quote?
That's neat.
Yeah, of almost 400 pages, and I read that quote. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, and then finally, I love this. When his daughter Diane Disney was 14 years old, she complained that Walt's movies were corny. Of course they are, Walt replied unfazed. I like corn. And he goes on to say, the critics think I'm kind of corny. Well, I am corny. As long as people respond to it, I'm okay. He believed his own taste reflected the likes and dislikes of the everyday American. When I make a picture, he said, I like to play to my own tastes, you know, and
yes,
and he's being true to himself. And as performers, you know, I think the best performers are true to themselves. They find their voice, they make it work. So I highly recommend folks.
That's great.
Grabbing a copy of this book, reading about this great man. You know, you and I talked about Brian Tracy the other day.
Yeah.
And I have my little quotes book, and I love this because, you know, even in the Bible it says be childlike, right?
Yes.
Those who enter the kingdom of heaven are childlike, right? So it says here, kids are curious. And this is not Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jim Rohn.
Oh, Jim Rohn. Okay, yep.
Kids are curious. Kids are watching ants while adults are stepping on them, right?
Yeah.
And I love that, Steve, because when I was a kid, I used to sit next to anthills all day long and watch ants work.
Absolutely.
Drop little pieces of food, change the course of they were taking, and watch them construct it. Incredible. Yeah, just amazing. So, you know, I just think, again, Walt Disney, and there are many more Disney references in this office, but, you know, I think that, of course, I always think of a book that I'm going to reach for off camera. But Dan Cockrell has a new book about the magic in your kingdom. So there are just so many things in the book. Walt talks about how he lost who Walt Disney was as a person in some respect because of the public image that he had.
I've got Lee Cockrell's book as well. From your show.
Creating Magic. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Great stuff.
Wonderful stuff. Well, thank you, man, for sharing this. Another great, incredible inspiration to the insiders. And that is one man that I have followed my entire life, as you can imagine. Walt Disney. I've poured into everything about him and in the background. And there's something just absolutely magical about his biology. Just him as a man, separate from all the amazing things he did, but the way he thought is the things to pick up on. Yeah. I really appreciate you coming, Al. Cannot wait until next time. Thank you, buddy.
Well, Steve, we will have something prepared next time that will just curl your socks.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right, buddy. See you next week. Take care.
Bye.
This was the business of show business. It's show business with Al Getler.
Love it.
Oh, I love it. Man. Steve, it wasn't a vertical video. You didn't have to wear your glasses.
Hey, I could have just left these off and looked straight.
That's true. Hey, hit that like button if you have enjoyed these last few segments with Al Getler.
Oh, those are great. Oh, my gosh.
C. Petra said, love these platinum sessions with Al. You know, this guy has done a lot of work and learned from a lot of people, and he just shares it openly with all of us. And Steve, you're a big Disney guy. I mean, I remember going on vacations and you had books about Walt Disney and his process and stuff.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you, man.
You talking to me?
You've always been a big fan.
You talking to me?
Whoa. Is that Rob De Niro from Meet the Parents?
All right. No. I think it was from that. You look like a Smurf, a brown Smurf.
I do.
What's going on? What's going on with that? The brown Smurf hat. I gotta love it. I got a couple auctions tonight, but first, oh my gosh, we have auctions tonight. But first,
yes,
I found all this stuff in my closets. This is so cool.
You found a ton, but before we get to that, we got a giveaway. We're gonna do a free giveaway.
Okay. What would you like to give away?
Let's do
tonight?
an Axe Trax of their choice.
Oh, well, that's a great
Reminder
of your choice. So this is a downloaded Axe Trax.
It is. An Axe Trax is a pre-recorded audio routine with the puppet's voice included and music and sound effects.
Yep.
And you don't have to be a ventriloquist, but you can put a puppet to work. Steve, don't try to move that fan out of the shot. I saw that.
You don't have to be.
Anyways, we're gonna give away an Axe Trax of your choice tonight, and then we got 2 auctions in just a second. Before that, Steve, we had. Did you know we started doing consulting calls?
Yeah.
So we had.
Well, of course I would know because I was there consulting as the master consulter.
If you didn't know this, Steve and I often get requests for coaching calls. And we love doing that, and we really haven't had the bandwidth to do that. But recently, we've opened up our schedule to allow for some coaching calls. And dude, we had a really cool one this week.
We can do 1 or 2 a week. Not more than that.
But we had the opportunity to consult with a really cool project. They're doing some amazing stuff. And they specifically had questions in how to integrate live streaming software. Oh, the dog's
Riley Roo. Come here. Riley Roo. No. Really? Shooing the dog out? I was going to put the dog on the table.
If it was a cat, it could have stayed. It's a dog, though.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, we had an amazing call, and we were able to to add value to the customer's project because we were able to speak into the integration of software into Zoom live streaming and kind of how to do some setup. And also, Steve was able to
blue screen.
Provide some creative coaching. So, if you are ever interested in coaching calls, that is something we now offer over Zoom or video calls. Yeah. I'll drop a link.
We would love to do it for the insiders. We're kind of staying close to the people that really, really want to grow their shows. And that's kind of the key. If you're not motivated, we can't help.
No, but there's so many people that have great ideas that just need a little bit of help. And so, anyways, I thought
we can give you a lot of help.
I thought we had a pretty cool call this week. Really like the client we were talking to. Yep. They're doing some cool stuff.
Wonderful stuff. Oh my gosh.
And I'm just happy to be a part of it, man. And it also involves a custom character you're building, which you can't talk about.
Not a word about.
Yeah, Sherry said Al had some golden nugs.
Yes,
golden
absolutely.
nuggets.
Yep. Always does. Always does.
Steve, you have a couple photos on your phone.
I'm telling you, folks.
Before we go to the giveaway,
before we do this, though, I want to say that with Al was curious if people are enjoying and getting a lot out of what he's presenting, and I told him absolutely. We hear from you guys every week about how much you enjoy Al's segments, but I would like you to post down below in the comments if you are loving the Business of Show Business with Al Getler. Please just say, Al Getler, love it. Oh my gosh. Give him lots of love. Give him 5 stars.
He puts a lot of thought into it, man.
It's good stuff.
It really is.
It's one of my favorites. So,
Steve, we talked a little bit
earlier. Said,
oh yeah, he called it platinum.
He did. Yeah.
We talked a little bit about consulting, which you and I have availability to do now. A lot of our spots are filled up, but we have a few. We have a few
twice
more.
a week. That's all. Yeah.
But also, Steve, we have been working hard on Variety Coach.
Yes.
And reminder, Variety Coach is a new platform that Steve and I are involved in. We are not the only people.
No.
But it is about providing coaching and training for the variety arts from people who are skilled in the variety arts.
I got a few shots from this week.
Ventriloquism. Are you going to show? We may or may not have some projects going on.
Magic? Is that magic?
Oh my gosh.
This is Sean McMaster, the McMaster of
Steve, I've seen him at the Magic Castle.
Oh, many times.
So we had a project going on with him. You have a couple behind-the-scenes photos, don't you, Steve?
Yes, he's a writer for Genie magazine. We hung out in the backyard with the Tiki. Look at that.
That's true.
Yep.
And this...
Look at this. Let's see, we're here.
Sorry, guys, droid problems. Oh, this is us behind the scenes filming some pretty cool
droid
stuff.
Problems? Are you going to say that, really?
Well, swiping problems.
Okay.
Where we are filming some pretty cool content with Sean.
Yeah.
We can't talk about what it is yet.
Nope.
All I can say is you want to be a part of Variety Coach because we are going to have some courses launching in the realm of magic, ventriloquism, kids entertainment.
Do you see that this is the studio that we're in right now? It's just a different angle. We're shooting in a different
I've
angle.
never seen more tripods in one place.
I know.
So many. Hey, I'm wearing the same beanie. Probably because it was a couple days ago.
Absolutely true.
But we are working on some cool projects. If you are interested...
Variety Coach is so cool.
VarietyCoach.com. We've been talking about it.
It's going to be amazing.
We just want to give you a little update because content is actually going to be launching soon. So what you want to do is go to VarietyCoach.com and just join our mailing list. Again,
Are you suggesting that there's some people that have not yet gone to VarietyCoach.com?
Steve, everyone here has done it, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You're preaching to the choir, buddy. You're preaching to the choir.
I am. But I just want to say, if you are at all interested in hearing what courses will be launching soon at Variety Coach, join our mailing list. We'll try to keep the Axtell people updated. But this is a brand that is separate from Axtell, and I would hate for you to miss... some of the people that are releasing courses on this platform because
oh my gosh, this is great stuff.
Steve, I learned how to do a Hindu force.
I know.
I also learned how to do a slip force.
I've never known the secrets of magic before.
Do you want me to tell you about the key card principle? Nah, I'm not going to go into it now.
Nope.
I'm just saying, if you watch the course, you'll know.
I mean, I've learned so much from it already.
Hey, I dropped a link in the comments. Even if you're like, I will never take a course, join the list. You may know someone that would like to.
Wanlu will take the course.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. Why don't you, Wanlu? Yep.
VarietyCoach.com. Yep. We got some pretty cool people involved.
Of the videos are horizontal. They are not vertical. So you can watch them with these glasses.
You cinephiles will love. Hey, we actually were filming in 4K for fun.
Yeah.
For those nerds out there, 4K,
gosh,
30
4K.
FPS.
This is quality stuff, yeah.
Just saying.
Good stuff.
Henry knows what I'm talking about. Henry gets it. All right.
Yeah, Henry does.
We got a giveaway. Then we got 2 auctions. Why don't we roll into the giveaways?
Are you kidding?
The deal.
Let's do it.
For the giveaway, I'm going to pull up a list of everyone who has shared.
Are you fully cashed at this point?
I'm not, Steve. Which means if someone wants to share it right now to get an Axe Tracks of their choice, they can.
Oh my gosh, I just heard from our second.
All right, there we go.
Video coach, variety coach. Oh my gosh.
Steve, I wish people knew what we did.
We're like super booked right now.
I have so much work to do.
Yes, you do.
I have a lot of work.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm pretty excited.
But you love it.
I love it, man. And I got to say, watching it, even the creation of the course, it is cool content, man. To be inside, it's the inside baseball of the world of entertainment. I mean,
it's like the Olympics.
Here's the thing: I'm not even a magician,
Yep.
but the things I learned from watching the filming of one of 8 segments we're doing for this course.
My mind was blown already.
I totally know how to do tricks now because I learned the principles of it. Yeah, totally.
Don't share.
My kids are going to think I'm amazing, which is the goal.
Kids.
All right.
Are amazing.
I think I've got my cache fully loaded.
Okay. We're going to do a countdown when you're ready.
This is for a free Axe Tracks, okay? Which is a pre-recorded audio routine.
Which you have to have shared in order to receive.
Yep, and I have a list of 36 people who have shared.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You ready? Close your eyes. And here we go.
No. Hold on.
Here we go.
Okay. All right.
All right. 5, 4, up and down. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh, Kelly Davis Blount, are you here?
You have to be here to win.
I have the next person in line if Kelly's not
Kelly's
here.
Of course Kelly's
I mean,
here. Come
Kelly.
On. All right, Kelly. Are you here?
Kelly, I know you're here. I see Frank. He's a sharer. Kelly Blount. Come on, Kelly. Hashtag come on, Kelly.
Come on, Kelly. Come on, Kelly. Are you
Whoa,
here?
Kelly's here.
Nice.
Kelly, you win an Axtrax of your choice,
All
which
right.
means I'm going to share a link with you. Find an Axtrax that you enjoy, and I will send you a free
There's
download.
like 50 of them to listen to. Find the one you want. Let us know. You can listen free.
It can
Anybody
include the
go
new
to-
Dinky T-Rex Axtrax, which just released.
Right. That's right. Oh my gosh.
So I'm tagging you.
We heard from somebody earlier this evening that got our Dinky.
Oh yeah,
Dino, and they loved the sugar song, the candy song.
All right. Tagging her with my email
I better
address.
get the auctions ready, dude.
See, we got 2 auctions tonight. And we have some old friends here. We got Mario.
All right. I think everybody's here for the auctions.
Well, I
At
think
this
everyone's
point.
here for my accents. Right? Accents, everybody?
There we go.
Nope. Okay. There, got it.
The accents?
Surprisingly, no one's consulting with us on accents.
What? Well, yeah, we don't do accent consulting.
That's true.
That's one thing we don't do. Are we ready for the first auction?
Dude, let's get into
All right.
auction time.
Are we ready?
Man. Bam!
Wanlu, are we ready?
Wanlu, let's do this, brother.
We're ready. All right. Okay. Oh my gosh. This
Mario's
is gonna be
ready to bid.
This is going to be
Brad
fun.
said accents by Ryan.
We haven't done an auction in a while that's this big. We just opened the closet today and we found some new stuff. So
We were actually looking for something unrelated and found a bunch of auction stuff, which is how it happens, friends. It's how it happens. What you got, Steve?
Okay, here we go. Auction number 1. This is a $235 value.
Oh, whoa. Friends, I haven't had a value to put on the screen in ages.
I know. Look at this. This is
I remember when you got that.
This is a product bag, really fun product bag. The Voice of Entertainment.
We were
Fader,
there. We were there at his event
comedian,
when we got this.
Celebrity impressionist. This was the 8-year anniversary.
I was with you.
This.
You,
Yep.
me, and Greg Jackson.
Yeah, that's
drove
right.
up.
That's right. In eight
And we
years.
listened to the audiobook of Yes keyboardist Rick Wakeman.
My gosh, that's right. All
That
the
was
way
on
up.
the same trip.
All the way up on the trip.
Same trip.
And then when we got there, we got to hang out with Terry.
So cool.
At his house, and then we went to
the event.
the event.
Had the after party.
And then as we were there, Mac King.
That's right.
Said, "Hey, can I come back with you backstage?" And I brought him back with him. We met in Terry
Dude,
Fader.
That
Terry
was a
Fader
fun
there.
time, man. And we came back with these bags.
I'm like, super cool. So this is a really cool publicity bag from Terry Fader's
his
8th
friends
anniversary.
call him Terrence Fader.
Terrence Fader. All right, so this goes here.
Okay, what else you got,
I don't have a
Steve?
stand, so I'm not struggling.
Well,
let's do that. There we go. Okay.
Don't act like that's a huge win.
This, oh my gosh, this was a gift from VeggieTales.
Philip Vischer?
Yep, Phil Vischer gave me this. Look at this. This is, and it's going to be an XL, I think.
Looks like an XL.
This is an XL, XXL, double XL.
Okay.
Larry the Cucumber shirt. Check this out. That is super cool. Ah. All right, I'll put it here.
You'll probably struggle.
Boom. No, that's pretty cool, actually.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's like crushing it.
No, it's not. How's this? Is that crushing it? No. Okay.
I'll give you a clap.
All right.
Matt King, Brad Ray said he's from Kentucky. Another Kentuckian.
All right.
Birds of a feather.
I'm opening this. It's a brand new Norman the Bird.
What?
A little Norman the Bird.
Baby
From
Norman.
Axe Television. So from Axe Television, Norman the Bird. Nope. Nope, not going to happen. Okay, so that's that. Let's put him here. Can we put him here? Yeah, we can. So
You're
one,
great.
2, 3, right? Nailed it. Look at this.
Whoa.
Oh, my gosh.
I haven't seen one of those in years.
This is incredible. This is I did not know I had these, and I found a few.
Is that a vinyl?
This is vinyl. This is a vinyl,
Ape?
a 19-inch Amazing Ape. Oh my gosh. Let me get
now,
rid of all that.
Is that the stuffed animal version?
Nope, it's not. It's a
puppet version?
Yeah, it's a puppet. Look. It's got our...
Dude, these are you should buy these on eBay, or you should sell them on eBay.
Axtell's Amazing Apes.
These are... Now, you had these manufactured what years?
These were in 91, 92.
Wow, man. 30
And look
years.
at this. I have a zombie basket that we're going to be introducing as a puppet basket pretty soon.
It's a new idea we have.
Now, this one here opens from the side like this. I love this. Look at that. Look at that little guy. And he comes right out of the basket. So I'm going to also introduce this to you. But we are going to be making this as a puppet basket in the future. And it's going to open from the front. So it'll be
that's
like
what we're
this.
proposing. And here's the question
Here's
for
the
you.
question. Do you want it to open from the side like this? Or from the front like this?
Let us know in the comments. If you were buying a puppet basket, would you want it to open from the side?
That has to do if the hole is on the side or the back.
Which is traditionally how it's worked with our zombie.
Or like a... Yeah,
Steve,
from the side.
As a performer, do you have a preference?
I have a preference for the back. Yeah, like this.
You like the
right
back?
Here. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would want it to come from the back and open up this way, kind of like Duncan's box, the Dunkin' Donut box.
Right, yep.
This is from the side simply because the zombie, if you recall, had to, come up, and he was vertical. He had things that were vertical.
Yeah, there's a whole routine like that. Yeah.
So these are little vinyl puppets. They have a very stiff face, so I'm not expecting a lot of mouth movement from you once you get them. But you can put your fingers up above in the eyes.
Vinny said definitely the side.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let us know in the comments. Yeah, that's actually helpful because this is a product we will be releasing outside of the zombie. This would be just a puppet basket where you could reveal a puppet.
Yeah.
Steve, show us the side again. Now, is the basket part of the auction?
This is the side. Yep, it is.
The basket is part of the auction.
Yep. So this side entry basket right here is part of it, but we're going to be manufacturing these for any puppet, not just for our zombie puppet.
Right.
So my question to you is, would you want it on the side like this?
Eddie Siller said, I'm thinking the side.
On the front like this.
Now, you can do either with the side.
Well, I just
or
did.
Is it kind of
weird?
It's
kind of awkward.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little awkward. I would rather have the hole in the back.
I got 2 votes for the side right now. Let us know in the comments, side or
All right,
front.
well, for the side, we don't have to make any changes. But
we're just curious. There's no right answer, but we want to deliver what adds value to most of you. So.
All right. Now, no question about it. This little chimp, these vinyl chimps, are not real flexible puppets. These are a little stiff. Okay. So, but these are collector's items.
They were unopened until a second ago.
Absolutely,
These are legitimate.
Yep. Collector's items for sure.
Now, Roy Stone said the back.
All right. Yep. I understand.
Frank Logan said side.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw these out as people comment.
All right. Thank you.
But we got a vinyl chimp, Amazing Ape, plus a basket, plus a Phil Vischer. Mario voted for back as well.
All right.
And Mario's a power user.
And we have this Terry Fader bag here.
Terry Fader bag. Did you know that Mario was recently added to our power user gallery?
Totally.
Dude.
Mario's a rock star. Yeah,
Mario.
absolutely. All right. Here we go. Let's start this out at $100.
$100.
Yep.
Dude, for a limited edition?
Oh, you don't have the value up there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
Well, I got a lot of things to navigate. That was not one of them. That
yes,
made
it was.
To the
It
priority.
was actually, and that's the reason we have this template, which you put up right away.
It's also missing that category, so I'm not sure. Patrick Eliezer at 100. I'm putting Patrick up. Oh,
$100.
Mario at 110. I'm putting Mario
All right.
up.
This is a $235 value, estimated value.
I'll try to get that on. Oh, I had Lawrence Bad and I at 100 as well, but I got Mario at 110 right now.
Terry Fader.
Lawrence.
Terry Fader bag.
Lawrence, don't bat an eye at me, Bad and I. Oh, 120, but then Mario, not today.
Whoa.
Adieu, said.
Can we see the estimated value up there? Or
Steve?
Something we're
It's
not
low
going
on
to
the
do.
totem pole.
Not really going to do it. Okay,
may not be happening, Steve.
I see it up there. I see the blank.
I realize that.
Okay. Do you? You do see that? Okay.
Jerry Lynn Brown at 140.
Oh, my gosh.
Steve, it's a little bit low on the totem pole, but I'll go ahead and mention again. 235
Okay.
value.
I'm not sure what
I got Jerry Lynn Brown at 140. She's like, Mario's not go. Oh, and then Mario said, I'm going up that times 2. 150 to Mario. Cadieu times 2.
You can use this basket with any puppet, but it comes with this one.
All right.
Little Stiffy, we call him.
We don't call him that.
No.
Nope.
Okay. This is Little Norman.
For PR reasons, we don't call him that. Oh, Jerry Lynn at 170. I like that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's
good. Struggling with Stan. I use the number
What am I
pad.
struggling? I'm not struggling with anything.
We all know you're probably struggling.
Probably am.
We just didn't happen to see it on camera.
Okay, we have a tag here showing. That's not cool. That is not cool.
Oh, there's a struggle. The tag was showing.
The tags were showing.
It counts.
Steve struggles with Stan.
Oh, come on, dude.
Steve, I could probably sell that VeggieTale shirt for 170.
That's at least $100. Seriously.
Yeah, Mario said I'd rethink the Little Stiffy name. Mario, I'm with you.
Okay, I meant he has a stiff face. You know, he's got.
What you meant is not what you said.
Okay, I did say that. Yeah.
Oh. Hello, I'm Norman the bird.
That's not Norman's voice, though.
Hi, guys. I'm Norman.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. There we go.
All right, I have Jerry Lynn Brown. Now, Jerry won a couple weeks ago.
That's right. Is it possible to win twice in a row?
Well, she won.
You said no.
No, that's not true.
You said you can never win
That's
twice.
called the Skippy rule.
The Skippy.
Where if you win
Only Skippy
if you
cannot
win
win
9
twice.
in a row.
What? Well, how
win
can it be that it's okay for anyone else and not Skippy?
No, you can't win 9 in a row. Like Skippy.
9 in a row. You can't win 9.
You can
Only
win 8 in a row.
You can do 8. Okay.
All right.
Got
Are
it.
we going to start counting this down?
Let's do it. $170 to Jerry Lynn Brown going once.
All right. Let me put this in the comments. Going once, Jerry Lynn.
What?
What are you hiding at?
I'm not pointing at anything.
Oh.
All right.
Now, as a reminder, if we are missing a
This comes with the Terry
comment
Fader
or a
bag.
bid, if you see a bid in the comments that's higher than 170, please let us know.
This comes with the incredible voice of entertainment, the Terry Fader bag. Come on, man.
Say it in the voice.
I need it. Huh?
Say it in the presidential voice.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Okay, that was
lame.
That was flown in.
Pretty lame.
Come on, man.
Flown in.
Come on, man.
There you go. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, the Terry Fader bag.
Remember, we got 2 auctions tonight.
This is the first one. 170.
Steve,
to
are we,
Jerry
going,
Lynn
are we
Brown.
going twice to Jerry?
Going.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Going.
I got a couple bids coming in. I saw several bids come in, but then a couple people confirmed that Jerry Lynn is now at 180, again claiming the top.
Whoa!
I know. Thank you, everyone, for confirming that. Jerry's back on top after multiple bids at 185.
All right. And here is.
So let's give her a. There it is.
There's a swoop. Whoa! Whoa! There it is.
Whoa! All right. So we're going once at 185.
185 going once.
What are you finding at?
I'm not pointing at anything. 185 going twice.
Whoa, Steve. That's fast. Give me a second to type.
185 going twice.
Peace, baby. Peace, baby.
Giving everyone a chance, but this may be going to Jerry. And Jerry, remind me, are you in Canada?
Canada?
Canada. Canada tends to do pretty well when it comes to auction time.
Oh, you know what? These little hands, they also pose.
No.
They have wire in them, so you can.
Those ones do?
Yeah.
I thought those were just the Pro.
Nope. Look at that. Boom. Boom.
I forgot
Boom.
about
Look at
that.
this.
Yep, Jerry's in Canada.
Look at that.
See,
Look at
I told
that.
you, Steve, we have another reason to visit the Great North.
Oh, I'd love to. Oh my gosh.
They said it's like our North, but greater. Hence, Great North. Now, you lived in Ohio, which, to be fair, is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Canada.
That's the northeastern part of the United States.
Well, not
northeastern.
quite, but close.
No.
Al Getler is the definition of nor'easter. Him and Stephen King.
Yes. All right. We have the Terry Fader bag. We have the Larry the Cucumber VeggieTales t-shirt.
The Baby Norman.
We've got the Baby Norman here. We have the basket, the puppet basket. And we have the little 19-inch chimpanzee.
Dude, I can't believe you found those.
I know.
Okay, we're going twice at 185.
185. I said going twice.
Oh, we're in countdown mode. You're right,
countdown mode. So, whoa.
Hold on, he's reaching, friends.
Whoa. This is at $235 value.
This is to Jerry Lynn, 185.
185?
She's getting a deal,
Are
dude.
you kidding me?
But you know what? She deserves it.
Oh!
Sold!
All right.
Jerry Lynn.
All right. Congratulations, Jerry Lynn.
And Mario said, we are always open to come visit in the north.
Oh, it'd be so fun.
Once the borders open.
All right.
Mario, we love that. I need some poutine.
Gosh. Oh, this is so cool.
Which is exactly how you say it.
So it's 185.
To Jerry. Okay, Jerry.
185. Jerry.
You know the drill because you won a few weeks ago, but send
Jerry
an email
Lynn.
to Ryan at ryanaxtell.com and I will connect you with Teresa and we will get this shipped off to you.
Woo.
Steve will get it to our shipping department.
Wow. Congratulations. Jerry Lynn Brown. All right.
There we go. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad she won.
Okay.
Now, Steve, normally you'd be like, hey, man, we're done. See you later.
No, we got another auction.
Not today.
We got another auction.
Another auction ensues. So I'm getting rid of that sold sign.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's actually pretty hot right now.
It's pretty hot.
Shirt.
Why do you think I took my beanie off? It's
Yeah,
like 90 it's like 90 degrees in our office.
All right. Do you think it would be un-auctioning of me to take this flannel shirt off?
You can't. I can take my beanie off, but your shirt is integral.
We have no idea if we're in an auction.
Oh my gosh,
it would be like
Mario,
the Twilight
stop
Zone.
it. Wait did you pork?
It would be like
pork
the Twilight.
poutine?
What?
All right. Here's the deal, Mario. I want you to make pulled pork poutine, triple P, and I want you to mail it to Steve and I.
Oh my gosh. Mario.
They do it with deep dish pieces out of Chicago. We could do it with pulled pork poutine.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Come on, man. Oh my gosh.
You know who
that
else
sounds
is an
amazing.
incredible chef?
Who?
Aaron Sherman.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Send us food, guys.
Oh my gosh.
We'll take it.
When's Aaron coming? July?
In June.
June. Okay.
This
June.
month.
He's gonna have to cook for us. We gotta figure it
Well,
out.
he's traveling.
So maybe not.
Maybe
Okay.
we'll meet him in a restaurant.
Bring us some Bavarian chocolates or something like that.
Which is what Connecticut's known for. Actually, they're known for Pez dispensers. Anywho, we're moving on to auction number 2. What you got for us,
Oh
Stefan?
my gosh.
Jack
Clear the
Stefan.
board. I want to see that gone. Let's
Well,
see.
you'll have to give me a second. I'm
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah.
kind of doing a lot of things here.
You're doing a lot of talking. Yeah. Not doing a lot of doing.
That's true. You're used to doing one thing.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
doing
me.
multiple things.
I'm doing one thing only. Okay. There we go. There we go.
Mario, stop it. Beer gravy. Come
What?
on. I bet it's an IPA.
Oh my gosh. Beer gravy.
Well, probably a lager, but
I like that.
either way.
You're all
IPA.
I'm
all
a fan.
about the lager.
Steve, do you know why
This.
India Pale Ale has more hops? Do you know, Steve? Steve,
This
do
is
you
Norman
know?
the Bird.
Do you know, Steve?
Yeah, what?
Why do IPAs have more hops than regular pale ales?
Why?
because it was sent to British troops stationed in India, and by the time regular pale ales got there, the beer was flat. So they added extra hops to keep it spicy, which means it adds to that poppin' hoppy flavor, which is measured in IBUs. And I said measured to make you feel comfortable. Back to you, Steve.
That was really exciting. Good education, Ryan.
Well, that's what we do here. We create innovations to help you educate the world.
Okay, we're changing our slogan tonight. That's cool. This is little, let's just say, little Norman. And I'll put him on a can.
All right.
To get him up to level. Let's see if we can do that.
He's a little guy.
I'm not going to struggle. I'm going to just enjoy it.
Well,
look at that. Look at that. Nailed it. All right.
The slow scoot.
It will. Yes.
All right. What else you got for us? Don't tell me that's all.
Oh, no.
Wait. A bonnet/rattle?
What?
A bonnet/rattle?
I've got a baby bonnet right here. Baby bonnet. Look at this.
Oh, we're looking, Steve. Send me those screenshots right now of Steve in the bonnet.
Without Norman in the shot.
I want a baba.
So this could be part of a routine where you dress somebody up, you know, as a baby, and then you give them a rattle. And it a lot of times it's used with our little big baby thing.
And by little you mean big baby, not the little big baby.
This is our big baby.
That would be hashtag oxymoronical.
So here you go. You got this,
okay.
And oh, what's happened to this? Okay.
Baby Norms.
Baby Norms. Look at how he ties right into our logo.
Now, Stephen Hicks wants to know, is the can included in the auction? Inquiring minds.
If you want the can, we'll include it.
If you want the can, it's included.
We have to subtract the 20% or the 20 cents.
Now, Jeffrey Chev says, oh, no, not the rattle. I don't think he would be traumatized from a couple weeks ago.
Okay, if I can hold that there. What do you think about this? Do you like this? This is
$10 to stop the rattle.
All right. No rattle. But I will use my cup for a rattle display. Look at this. Woo!
Oh, Steve. All right. What are you valuing this at, Steve?
This one? Let's see.
What about...
This is 230, 45, 55, 255.
255?
What are we snapping at?
You had said they were...
Yeah. Huh? Yes, I'm not done.
Wait, you're not done, Steve?
Oh. No, I'm just getting started here.
Guys.
This is not the auction right here.
There's more to come. I'm
just trying to get him to sit.
Well, we all know you struggle.
Stay.
So that's not a new thing.
What's cool about this is I've got another amazing ape.
Two?
In a bag. Look at this. Yep.
Dude.
Look at this. It's a little puppet, a 19-inch chimpanzee. Look at this.
Oh my gosh. Eric, the James Cagney Gagney just joined. And Yoli Pacheco arrived late. Yoli, this is the second auction. Yeah. And what you are seeing here is singular, an amazing ape we found in a closet as we were cleaning today.
These are more of just the way they look. They're not so puppety because they're very
they're meant to be realistic.
They're not real flexible
for sure
in the face. They're so small and they're not real flexible. So because of that, I like to consider them just like a stuffed animal. They're just incredible though.
Okay.
Look at the little, I did that sculpture back in 1992. The hands and feet.
And the hands are posable, right?
Yeah. Look at that.
There's wire in the hands.
Yep.
Ah, that's cool, man.
And so you can pose these little guys. They can hang on. Look at that. That's not all, Ryan.
Wait. What?
Mm-hmm. It's not all.
It's not enough that you're wearing the bonnet for screenshots?
No. No.
That's enough for me.
It's not all.
Okay, what else you got?
I'll tell you what I got. Oh my gosh. So to go along with this being an amazing ape, I've got two banners. Two banners. I've got the Amazing Apes banner. Look at this.
I think Reiner has one of those.
Yep, he does.
He won one of these.
Look at
Dude.
that. This is high quality. This is like $75 worth of printing right here.
I remember those.
Incredible.
We use them at toy fairs.
Not only that, I have another one. And this one has the 3 different apes on it.
Wow.
It's also an advertising banner. These are typically for backlit signs. Look at this.
I remember that one too.
Look at that. So this auction comes with these.
So we got the baby Norman, the baby rattle, maybe the can of LaCroix it's sitting on, the 19-inch chimp,
the bonnet
that Steve's wearing. Did I say the baby rattle? Yes, I did, but it's worth mentioning twice. And the Doble banners.
Oh my gosh, these banners are incredible. I wish I could actually hold everything up, but I can't.
You can't. What are we
But you
starting
could
this
do
auction
this.
at,
I'm
Steve?
not going to start because I can't. I need to kind of see a display. So maybe you could take this one.
Yep.
And hold it in your window.
All right.
Then I'll have one hand free. All right, so Ryan's going to hold that one. I'll hold this one. These are huge. These are really, really great banners. We got this little guy. Okay. Well, let's do another 100. Let's do a start on 100.
I got
$100.
because then I'm going to have to touch the keyboard.
Okay. So don't forget, Ryan's got a banner in his hands there. Oh my gosh, these are incredible.
Tell you what, I'll put it here in the shot where people can see it.
Okay.
Do this.
All right. Doesn't show what it is, but okay. Great. We got 2 banners. That one has the heads.
Oh my gosh, I have multiple bids coming in.
Yeah.
Patrick, Eliezer, Mario, and Mario at 140.
These are incredible. These are incredible.
So I'm putting Mario up on the screen.
We just found these today. We had no idea that we even had these remaining in our collection.
We honestly had no idea.
Super cool.
We were looking for some of our cameras.
Yeah, that's right. And little Norman should be sitting on the can, but well,
no. Different thing.
Oh.
I got Yoli the last minute Pacheco jumping in at 145. She said, "You're coming to the great north of North America."
All right.
As in the United States, which is Arizona.
Okay, there we go.
Even though, yeah, I know that Canada is part of North America.
Oh my gosh. Canada's part of North America.
Yeah, but not the same as Arizona when it comes to... Brad Ray's like, no, the north is Kentucky, which is where you're coming.
All right. Okay.
Guys.
Oh my gosh, the Amazing Apes.
The Amazing Apes.
2 incredible banners.
On the screen now.
Well, you had one on the screen, but... Well, you put it over here, and it's rolled backwards.
But imagine what's on the
inside. A white tube is part of...
Imagine what's on the inside of that white tube.
All right. Okay, 150. Brad Ray going once.
We just showed an unboxing of Brad Ray. It's pretty cool.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't see Brad Ray at all. I saw his children.
Who do you think did the cinematography?
Who did this? I don't know if he did. I don't think that he was there. He wouldn't have let him do that.
They did say they had to open it without him.
Exactly, yes. I don't think he was there.
point.
So the Amazing Apes banner, we have a 19-inch chimpanzee puppet and a little Norman stuffed plush.
Steve, are we counting down yet?
Okay. And a can if you want it.
Right. The can if you want it. Would be surprised if you do.
And this one right here has all 3 faces of the chimpanzee, orangutan, and gorilla.
All right, Steve.
150 going once to Brad Ray. 150 going once to Brad Ray. All right. I gotta get this little guy up here. Oh my gosh. The banners alone are worth that.
I know, man. 2 banners.
These were used at Toy Fair at our booth, and they were backlit on signs that had, fluorescent lights behind them.
I remember that.
This is the cutest little 19-inch chimpanzee. $150 to Brad Ray going twice.
Going twice. Reminder, if you see a bid that we don't, please let us know.
Peace, baby.
Sheila said $155.
Peace, baby.
I didn't see that. Thank you for confirming, Sheila.
You mean
$155 to Sheila.
You mean Sile?
Nope. I mean the woman who has hugged Joe Biden twice and has a puppet of Joe Biden.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I know, man.
You know, I think she's the only person in history that has a puppet of Joe Biden that's been hugged by the actual Joe twice. That's what
You're
I'm thinking.
probably right.
I'm
All right, I have Sheila at $155 now. Thank you, Brad, for confirming that.
All right, thank you. $155 to Sheila. Oh my gosh. These banners would look amazing in your house.
Dude. Now, who did the art for that? Was that you?
You might be able to collect all of these.
Did you do the art for that?
Yep. I did. I did the. Yes, I did all of this.
I love how it turned out, man.
All this art, including the gradient. You like the gradient, Ryan?
Feels dated to me.
Well, it is. It was 90s. Stop it.
Everyone complained when Apple updated their icons to be more simple, and then everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing."
Oh my gosh.
Just saying. All right, Steve. Are we going once at 155?
We're going twice at 155.
No, we're going
once. Once. Yeah, going once. 155 to Sheila. Going once. Where's Reiner? Does he go to bed?
Probably, man. It's like
I think he wants these banners.
Dude, he has so many.
He has a bunch of banners and tons of apes. Yeah, I don't know if he's
Reiner, if you're there.
Oh my gosh. All right, 155 to Sheila.
Are we going twice now, Stefan?
Not yet.
No?
I don't know if they know what's in here. Do they really know what's in here? This is the faces.
You should struggle with
That's
showing
what you were supposed to be doing.
I already
showing
showed it.
This. Look at that. Look
Man, you kinda
at
nailed
that. Nailed it.
I was hoping I could trigger a Steve Struggles.
Oh
but
my
you
gosh.
crushed it,
No.
One-handed.
Incredible. Incredible. All right, 155 to Sheila going twice.
All right, going twice.
Includes this banner.
The banners alone are worth $150.
These are beautiful. This is really heavy plastic too. It's meant for backlighting. Incredible. You get the chimp. You get the little baby Norman. You get the rattle. This bonnet. And two banners.
Now, Steve, can you demonstrate the rattle again? I've got a lot of people blowing up my
Are they
feet.
wondering what it was like?
They don't know how it works.
So let me get this standing up here. No, I
That's
can't.
not
I
gonna
can't do that. It's
Nope.
not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
Okay, so you hold the rattle like this.
Okay.
And then you shake it like this.
Interesting. That's
Imagine the fun that you can have with this bonnet and this rattle at your next Halloween show.
Which Halloween is coming
Norman.
up for us
Baby
performers?
Norman, yes.
All right, Steve. We already said going twice. I think you should start reaching for it, my friend.
155 to Sheila going.
Oh my gosh.
Is it going to be 3 times? Let's see. Let's see. Is anybody going to bid higher than 155?
I don't think so, Steve. I'd reach for it.
Boom! There it is. So
Sheila and the G.
Wow, that is a great deal. Congratulations,
Oh,
Sheila.
that's awesome, Sheila. Way to go on your win.
That's amazing. Woo. Okay.
Oh, congrats.
All right, Sheila, you get a pre-worn baby hat. No, I won't sign it.
All right,
the Axtell Expressions banners, 2 of them. The Amazing Apes banners, not the Axtell Expressions banners. The Little Norman the Bird. The Baby Rattle. The baby hat.
The bonnet. Don't leave the bonnet,
The bonnet.
on, Steve. You were trying to leave the bonnet on.
And the chimpanzee.
Sheila, you know the drill.
For 150.
You have won before.
Oh my goodness.
Email me, Ryan@Axtell.com. I will connect you with Teresa. Steve will get the goods to Teresa to ship. She'll connect with you for payment. Sheila said that will make 7 puppets. Dude, she's getting close to a power user. Now, you've always said, reminder, power users can't include auction wins. But Sheila got a Biden.
That counts.
I know, man.
She bought that.
I bet she's going to be a power user, no problem.
Absolutely, yeah.
But she's going to have 7 Axtell puppets.
Wow. Congratulations, Sheila.
Congratulations. Send me an email,
Power user.
Ryan@Axtell.com.
That's a huge deal to be in that club, I tell you.
And
That's a
we will
big deal.
connect you with Teresa. We'll get this shipped off to you, get shipping and payment taken care of. And
all right, $155 plus shipping.
Boom.
We'll get that out to you.
That's a steal, man.
Man, it is.
Love it.
I love it nonetheless. Thank you. I'm glad it went to a good person.
I know.
One of the insiders.
One of the insiders.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay.
Cream of the crop. As they would say in some random movie with accents that can't be placed.
Cream of the crop.
Oh, cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop.
Oh, you say she's cream of the crop, he's cream of the crop.
All right, that was so fun.
It was good, man. And hey, reminder, if you ever need help when it comes to planning your show or troubleshooting live streaming and technology and audio patching between different apps and multiple cameras when a PC won't let you share cameras between apps. If you ever need technical help or creative help, remember that Steve and I do creative consulting. You can check us out. I put a link in the comments.
Good.
Variety Coach is coming up. We have been filming content and putting together some courses. You'll find more information on it if you go to varietycoach.com. Join our mailing list. You'll be the first to know when we open up signups for our performers.
Variety Coach?
Classes. So join us there. Anything else, Steve?
Just if you want to watch vertical videos.
Oh, right.
Get a pair of these.
If you're tired of having vision that's normal, where it's wider than it is taller, get vertical glasses.
That's right. These will help you watch Instagram and TikTok videos.
I love it, man.
Way cool.
Dude, do you know who we have next week?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. He raced motorcycles in The Great Escape.
Yeah.
Also, his buddy was in a movie called Rebel Without a Cause. It's two rebels. I mean, these guys are like classic guys
Dubs
in the
Reds.
50s and 60s.
Dubs Rebs.
Out of Eden. I mean, we're talking some classic jumping motorcycles into barbed wire. I mean, guys, we